We are live and alive. Hello, 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 hello. It's Burns. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. We are making raw vegan pizza today. Yes, we are, because tomorrow is Friday night, and Friday night is always pizza night, right? Am I right? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are just tuning in for the first time ever, I am Burns. I am your certified detox specialist. Yes, I am. And I am here to help us all figure out this whole detox thing and how to make this detox a lifestyle, because it's all well and good to do a cleanse and to get our body back up to speed with our healing. Hey, 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 Amy is in the house. It's all well and good to get us back healthy and all cleaned out, but then what do you do after the detox, right? And I just want to adjust my camera. Hang on one second. There we go. There we go. Okay. So it's all well and good to do this detox, and don't mind the dishes in the sink. You know how it goes, right? That's right. It gets messy up in here. So if you're tuning in, drop in, say hello, drop a comment, because I like pulling your comments just like this right up on the screen, like I did with Amy's. And we are going to get started soon. We are making, guys, the pizza experience in yesterday's class. Okay, I don't like bitter. I can't stand it when I make stuff and I think it's going to turn out great and it ends up being so damn bitter. Anybody else? Hello, Monique. Monique is in the house. Hello, 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 darling. How are you? I'm just going to do a little share to my other juicing communities. Let's see. I'm going to go to my Facebook. And I'm going to quickly share this out. So if you are just tuning in, drop in and say hello. Hello. Good afternoon, Janita. How is it going? How is Emma doing these days? Is everything good in the hood? Love how good you are at this. Oh my God. Thank you, Monique. It is. There's a lot that goes on that nobody sees behind the scenes. I tell you what, but I'm so glad I've been able to figure it out for you guys. Good morning, Gwyneth. How are you doing? I hope this is not going to make anybody too upset, but I am going to be making some food today in class. This is such an important thing because we cannot do, and speaking of juice, I'm going to go grab my juice because it's over there. Hang on. We cannot be doing this juice cleanse and think that, okay, well, after this, I'm going to go back to eating the way I used to eat. You know what I'm saying? We cannot do that. Whoops. We cannot do that and think that we're going to still be healthy. We want to maximize. We want to maximize our health and vitality. Okay. We want to maximize our health and vitality even when we're not on a 100% juicing protocol. Am I right? Let me get my juice going. This is tangerine pineapple. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is so good. What are you guys drinking right now? What are you drinking? What's on the menu? Hang on. Look at these cute towels, by the way, that I got at IKEA a little while ago. I wish I bought more. 99 cents. Look at this print. How cute, you guys. Isn't that adorable? Yeah, I wish I bought more. But I didn't. It's all good. It's all good. All good in the all good in the hood, right? What is up? What is up? Emma will be home next week. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I'm sure you love having your grandbaby home. Emoji King says hello, Amy. Watermelon juice on the agenda on the menu for Emoji King. I'm just going to share this out to my juicing communities, and gosh, guys, I really hope that you continue to let me share in your juicing groups because, this is how I found out so much information about juicing. So I'm just sharing this out with the Dr. Morse groups that I'm in, sharing the Detox Diet by Dr. Robert Morse, ND, fans of Dr. Robert Morse, ND, and the juicing groups that I share this out to. And I highly encourage you guys to go and check out these groups on the Facebook. They are Juicing and Raw Food Support group for your healing journey, Juicing for Health, The Real Juicy Detox, which is our group where we hang out after class and support and encourage each other, and Solid Food Vacation / Juice Feasting. And now that those shares are done, because you never know, I'm always aware that there are always going to be new people who are going to find us and become class members here as they learn about all the ways to stay juicy and stay healthy. Mm. Who needs coffee when you got juice, right? Am I right? Amy is having grape and orange juice. Oh, so good. Grape juice on standby for Emoji King. Drinking the Lakewood brand organic Concord grape juice. Yay! Gel in the house. Love your microphone, so professional. Thank you so much. I was actually hoping to get the newer model, the one that has RGB, so it could fluctuate through all the different colors. And hopefully I'll be able to pick that up today after class. Yes. Awesome. Good day, beautiful. Grapes for Chata. Okay, awesome. Grapes are amazing, aren't they? Such a powerful detox. So powerful. I'll be honest with you, I could only do it for 21 days. And then I was like, I need to switch it up, man. I'm over the grape juice. So switched it back up to orange and citrus and adding in some pineapple and so on as well. But I am loving that. Do you have a picture of me there so Benny can see my baby blue eyes and irises? I have not uploaded your pictures as yet to here, but I promise that I will soon. Oh my gosh. There's so much to get ready every day. Send me a picture of your irises. That would be awesome. We would love to see it. Yes. There's so much to do every day, and I just love it. And I'm going to have to hire a personal assistant pretty soon. No joke, because things are getting busy up here in the Real Juicy Detox. Let's just take a moment. And actually, I'm going to go pull out the pizza that I made yesterday after class, because the pizzas that I made yesterday, the cauliflower pizza and the broccolini kind of pizza, it wasn't broccolini, but the cauliflower that was green, I hated how they came out. Honestly, I was like, I gotta figure something else out. I can't believe I have gone through this much of the Real Juicy Detox, and it's only today. Yes, today after class this morning. Remember, every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do my bouncing on the rebounder. I love it. And this morning I was talking about how I was going to be doing and experimenting with buckwheat flakes. And I do believe I have come up with the pièce de résistance, the ultimate of the ultimate raw vegan pizza dough. And I'm going to make it again with you guys here. And this is actually not one of those doughs and one of those recipes that's going to take an entire day to make. So without further ado, look at what I made this morning. Right here, we have 2 pizza crusts. Sehar came over actually to pick something up. Look, I took a little nibble of it this morning right here because I wanted to taste it after it cooked. I wanted to see how it tastes. But look at this. Look at this. Look at this pizza dough. Can you see this? Are you seeing this with me? Are you seeing this? Look at this. Can you believe that? And guys, it smells delicious. And I'm going to show you how I made it. I'm going to show you that right now. And we're going to put together a pizza that will have your kids screaming for more. A pizza that you can serve your meat eating, pizza loving family, and they are going to love it. They're going to be like, "Oh my God, that goes so hard," as the kids say right now. But what I want to show you is, I wish I had smell-o-vision. I mean, look at this. No bitterness, no funky, like I cannot handle the vegetable-based dough for pizzas that we see everywhere. It just drives me absolutely crazy because almost every time I make it, I hate it. I'm like, bitter, don't like it, bitter, 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 bitter. Janita is having mango with coconut water. Oh, baby, you're talking my language. The mango and the coconut water? Yes. Yes, I want. Lakewood has a pink grapefruit, organic, not from concentrate. Does it hold up for this journey? Ooh, I don't know. There's only one way to find out. Try it for a few days and see how electric it can be in your body. See how you feel. That sounds delicious. I love the citrus. Who's ready for some pizza? Put your hand up if you're class. Put your hand up if you're ready for some pizza. Ooh. Ooh. So good. So good. Okay, so let's do this. Let's make this beautiful pizza, shall we? Now, what I made here is 2 ingredients. I made a 2-ingredient pizza crust for you guys. Well, I lie. Whenever you see 2 ingredients, it's like, no, 2 ingredients, but then I added the spices and that kind of thing. This is the one that I made, and the recipe that we're going to make today in class right now. Seriously, I wish you guys could smell this. The one we're going to make in class right now is going to be enough for 2 large pizzas. 2 large pizzas, because you can't make one pizza. That's just crazy. Stop it. Stop it. What I want to do before I make them, though, you guys, you're going to be blown away when you see how easy this is. Hang on. And we're going to be making all the pizza toppings together right here, including the sauce. I'm telling you, you're in for a treat. You're in for a freaking treat here today, guys. Wash hands. Yes, wash hands. I did wash my hands right before I clicked the go live button. Elaine's raising her hand. Kelly wants pizza. Okay, guys, here we go. Now, I know that some of you are still on your juicy detox. I am as well. A few nibbles here and there, heck, even a slice of pizza here and there, when you make it alive and when everything is live on your plate, is really not going to hurt you that much. Trust me. And if you're doing this like I am for a 40-day haul and you're halfway through and you're like, I don't know if I can make it all the way through, I really feel like eating something. This is the kind of thing that you can have a small piece of, get a little satisfaction going, and still continue on your juicing. Okay, this is also the kind of thing that you can make for your family. But what I want to show you is how beautifully this cuts. And I want to show you the texture of that. Can you see that? Can we just get a moment? Can we just get a moment? Can we have a moment? Oh, okay. So I'm going to just have a little taste, proper taste. Oh my God, you guys. No bitterness at all. Absolutely perfect. Feels and has the texture and consistency of bread, and there's no gluten, there's no grain, it's all alkaline. Oh my God. It's like a thin crust pizza. It's alive, it's organic, and it's beautiful. So let's make this up. Let's put this over to here. And let's get started with our pizza. So you're going to need a bowl. And you're going to need some organic buckwheat flakes. Now, I'm aware that there is some processing that goes into making flakes, you know. And ideally, we want to have the least amount of processed food possible. However, my cat is calling to come in to eat some food. 1 second. Dot, come on. Come on. And now I bet you she's going to want to get some food. Oh my goodness, Dottie. Oh, you have food. Okay, great. Okay, so all we're going to do. Yes, Gwen says looks yummy. We'll make it over the weekend. Awesome. So you have time to get your ingredients, Gwen. Super easy to find, super easy to make. Is a dehydrator needed? Ideally, to keep your food alive, yes, because in the oven, what some people might do is they might put it in the oven at the lowest setting, but the oven doesn't go low enough. It only goes like to 180. So this is only cooked at 118 degrees Fahrenheit. Emoji King says watermelon with lemon juice and a pinch of Himalayan sea salt. Yes. Bango, electric, citrus conductivity for my rainbow body chakras. Yes, babe. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, so you got to make this on the weekend. Your family, you're going to love it. I'm blown away. That only took this dough only took 2 hours in the dehydrator. And you can make this and eat it this evening. You can make this and eat it in a couple of hours. Like, it's crazy. Grape juice with sea salt. You love the Himalayan sea salt. You know what? I'm going to add some in. I'm going to put some in. Amy, your kids, the teenagers are going to go bananas for this, babe. So I actually just bought this Himalayan sea salt because I'm tired of using there we go. Emoji King, do you see? I am tired of using the grinder thingy that I have for my sea salt. And I really don't cook a lot with sea salt. But then I thought, you know what? I need to ease up on that restriction a little bit. A little bit of sea salt is good and makes your food taste good. And we don't use it in excess. So let's try this. Ooh, I like that. Thank you, Emoji King. Okay, so let's go. Enough talking, Burns. Let's make something here. So you want to put 2 cups of buckwheat flakes into your bowl, just like so. Super easy, 2 cups. And I just bought a huge bottle of distilled water, and it's not in the water dispensers yet. So you'll forgive me, will you, when I use tap water for this? I really prefer to use distilled water. It's so much better for us. But hey, man, use what you got. Don't sweat it. It's just water. You'll be fine. You've been drinking tap water forever. Better to not drink tap water. Better to use distilled water. It's more pure. But you know what I'm saying? Hang on. Dottie. All right, we're doing it. You can judge me all you want. I don't care. Remember, Burns colors outside of the lines, and every now and then you should too. Okay, so to the 2 cups of flakes, you are going to add 2 cups of water. Yes, stop. Hold on. Okay, my apologies. Dot wanted to go out. Let me in to eat and then let me right back out. How are you guys doing? Are you doing well? Is everything good? Okay, so let's keep going. I'll read the comments in a sec, guys. So you're just going to mix that around until you get this sort of kind of looks like slop mixture, to be honest with you. The thing I loved about making this, so where did I get this recipe from? Well, to be honest with you, it was a combination of looking for recipes for what I can do with this buckwheat, and then also looking for vegan bread recipes. And I'm thinking, you know what? I got this. I totally got this. I'm gonna use these flakes. I'm gonna see how the flakes work, because I really don't like how these vegetable-based raw vegan pizzas are coming out. I don't like the bitterness. I don't want to use corn, although I love corn. Corn can be very inflammatory if it's genetically modified corn. And I'll tell you what, even if it's, I thought of this morning when, Sehar, here she is right now. Hello, beautiful people. So Sehar was telling me that, we love the corn chips. It's so addictive. Sehar, I really strongly encourage you. Afterwards, when I was really thinking about it, we can have organic, but it can still be genetically modified. And I have just been doing some research, and I just find that I see too much about this GMO corn being very inflammatory to the body. And my body is inflamed enough as it is. So I'm just stirring this around, you guys. Just stirring it around, just getting it all worked in, just getting it to kind of dissolve now. But look at how it's broken down. See that? See how it's broken down and just kind of like this thick. Doesn't look like it's got any more flakes. Now, the reason why I decided to use the flakes instead of using the flour, the buckwheat flour, or even the buckwheat groats, is because when I've done stuff before, like crackers that have the buckwheat flour, or where I blend up the buckwheat until it is completely smooth and then put that to dehydrate, what I find is that it's too almost not pasty, because it does dry out, but it doesn't have the like spongy kind of consistency to it. And that's what I'm going for. So I'm just stirring this around, just getting it kind of, works together like that. So that's kind of the consistency you want for this step right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to season this up a little bit. So I've got some really good quality raw apple cider vinegar. This is Filsinger's organic apple cider vinegar, unfiltered, unpasteurized, and it does have the mother in it, the part at the bottom and all throughout. And I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of this, 2 teaspoons of the raw apple cider vinegar. And this is going to this gives it a really nice, almost like a yeasty kind of aroma to it, but you're not putting in any yeast, right? I don't use yeast. I don't recommend you use yeast. I do not even use like nutritional yeast. I know. It gives it a nice, nutritional yeast gives food a nice kind of cheesy flavor. And I have used it now and then. It is an interesting flavor, but I don't want to put yeast in my body. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get rid of excess yeast. I don't want to put yeast in my body. You need a break from, Sahar says, yeah, Sahar was here earlier picking up a couple of library books that she lent me, and she had her beautiful Amar, who was here. Oh my God, it's so good to give these beautiful, beautiful extended family members such a big hug. Sahar says, Burn, so excited for this recipe. I got the flakes from Bulk Barn. Yay, can't wait to try this. Try this, bust it out. When the kids come home from school, they're going to have raw vegan pizza and their minds are going to go, your husband is going to go, oh my goodness, this is so good. And Sahar says, yep, we need to take a break from corn chips. So absolutely agree. Yeah. Can you just buy buckwheat flakes online? I just got this at Bulk Barn. So if you have a bulk food store, you can look around. Where are you located again, Jel? But you see that nice kind of, this is just the most amazing stuff ever. Okay. So next I am going to add in, Kitty, do you want to go outside too? Do you want to go outside? She's like, I don't know. She's an old girl. She's an old girl. She doesn't like to do all the kitty things anymore. Okay, so to this, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And this is just an extra virgin olive oil. Nothing fancy. It's not organic. If you have organic, go for it. I'm just using what I got. Just use what you got, baby. So this is 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And, yesterday I was saying I really don't use olive oil or any kind of oil in my dehydrated cooking because I find it leaves behind it leaves behind an oily residue. But then I thought, you know what? Maybe I need a little bit of oil so that this doesn't turn into a cracker all of a sudden, get a little bit of oil in there. So Jel says, very rural, North Carolina. All we have is a Walmart. Okay, so what you might want to do then is to look online. Okay, honey? You might want to look online. Okay, so let's keep going. So it's already smelling beautiful and fragrant with the olive oil. Can you smell it? I'm kidding. I know you can't smell it. But I want you to smell this. It smells so good. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to season this up with a teaspoon of onion powder. Teaspoon of onion powder. Actually, you can actually put a couple of teaspoons of onion powder. You actually could do that. And I'm going to do it. The one I made this morning had 1 teaspoon and it came out totally fine, but I kind of really like the onion flavor. And then I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, just like so. How are you guys doing? Are you enjoying the cooking today? Let me know if you have you ever made raw vegan pizza? Let me know, what is your experience with the raw vegan cooking? I'm going to put about half a teaspoon of black pepper. And that is it, guys. That is it. So I'm just going to stir that up, get that really well incorporated now before we go on to the next step, because it's going to just be easier to get all of those seasonings mixed in while it is in this very wet stage. Just want to mix that around. Right? And again, look at the consistency. Look at this. That's what you're looking for. Almost like a thick pancake batter. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, girl. Yes. Now you can also add other things into this. You can add some oregano. You can add some fresh thyme. And I have some fresh thyme somewhere over there, and I don't know where it is. And I'm just going to go with what I have right here because it came out so great the first time. Let's not mess with perfection. Oh, that smells so good. Now what we're going to do is we are going to add in some of that psyllium husk. So psyllium husk is really, really good. It just comes in this flaky, it's just fiber. And this is kind of going to give it some of that hold togetherness. Togetherness. All right, so we're just going to sprinkle 1/3 of a cup of the psyllium husk right on top, just like so. And we're just going to stir that in Super easy, right? Super, super easy. Could not get any easier than this. I tell you, I whipped this together. I whipped this up right after our bouncing class this morning. If you guys are not checking out the bouncing classes, you guys really should, even if you're not bouncing and even if you don't want to bounce, because during the bounce part of the class, I talk about, the different things that you want to know about for your body, about the lymphatic system, and it just helps reinforce the information that we already have learned in class. And then after I get off, I show all of your comments again, just like here, just like right now. I share all of your comments, and we always have, it always turns into some kind of class situation. Okay, so now you can see it's getting a little bit thicker. Do you see that? That's what you want right there. This kind of thick batter. Thick batter. See that? Okay, next step. Oh, so good. I can't even tell you guys how excited I am because this turns out, well, this is only my second time doing it, and the first time was this morning, but it turns out so good. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to add some more of the buckwheat flakes. I think this morning I did 1.5 cups, but we're going to start with more. We'll start with 1 full cup. I think I did 1.5 cups. I could be totally wrong, but we're going to just go by eye anyhow. So we're just going to fold that in. Do you see that? Just like so. We're just going to fold it in. We're going to press it so that all the oat flakes get nice and moist and incorporated into that wet dough. So we're just going to fold it in like this. Oh my God. The smell on this. Sahar, tell them how my house smelled when you came over today. Gwen says, never made anything vegan. Well, you're in for a treat, Gwen, because you're now raw vegan, baby. Yes, you are. When you drink fruit juices for any extended period of time, guess what? That's your introduction to being a raw vegan. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. And Janita, loving the recipe. Awesome, girl. Whew. Hey, Louise. Whoop, whoop. Lou's in the house with y'all. Yes, girl. What are we cooking up today? Here's to a fun class. We are cooking up raw vegan pizza, baby. Raw vegan pizza. So you see how stiff the dough is getting now because we added in that 1 cup of flakes. Do you see that? You see how it's turning into a dough? See that? Nice stiff dough. Just like that. That's just what you want. And everything looks very well incorporated. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I think that's it, guys. That's all she wrote. Look at that. Yes. Yes. Slightly sticky. I think I want to add just a little bit more. Just a little bit more because I want it just a wee bit drier. So I'm just going to add 1/3 cup. So altogether, we've had 2 cups of buckwheat flakes with 2 cups of water. We added in some Himalayan. I did not add in the Himalayan salt, you guys. You guys are not keeping me up on this, although you did not know that I was going to add that in. So I'm not going to add it in until the very end after I roll it out. And I'm going to sprinkle on some of the Himalayan salt over top because I did not add any of that in. And I do like how it kind of brings all of the flavors together. But now, being that the dough, you see that? It's all come together. You don't need to knead it. You just need to pull it together like that. See how it comes off of the sides? You don't need a mixer. You just do this by hand. Now, let's get it onto a dehydrator sheet, shall we? Yes, we shall. Yes, we shall. So I'm going to move that. Oh, hold on. Let me see if. Oh, Sahar came over to pick up some library books. I said, oh my God, you got to come in and check out this dough that I'm making for class later today. She came in and she was like, oh my God, the house smells so good. So it was so good. I could smell pizza at the door. I'm telling you, and it was only the dough. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our, get a flat surface. I'm just using one of these plastic dehydrator sheets with the Teflon. The only reason I'm using the Teflon here is because it will hold down my saran wrap. And this is a saran wrap that I used on the, I'm going to tilt my camera down in a second. 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to tilt my camera down and you're going to be able to see this. Hang on. Okay, so here we go. You put down some saran wrap. This is going to be important, and I'll show you why in a minute. You're going to take about half of your dough. Whoops. I'm losing dough. She's losing the dough. Take about half of your dough. You're just going to make a little blob right in the center of your thing. And I didn't need to do that because now my hands are dirty. Can you guys believe how easy that just was? Can you believe that it was just that easy? Yes, Janita, absolutely. So I started with 2 cups of flakes, and now I added another cup and a third of flakes. All right, so simple. And I had some other saran wrap. I thought I saved it, but I don't know where it's gone. So now you just want to add some more saran wrap over to the top. Just like so. And now you're just going to press it out into your form. Now, what I think I did earlier today is I think I just went in with 1 cup of extra flakes because this is looking like the dough is more stiff than when I did it this morning, which is totally fine. Both consistencies I think should work just fine. And you're just going to roll it out until it's about 1/4 of an inch thick. You're not going to lose a whole lot of moisture. Sorry. You're not going to lose a whole lot of moisture as this dries out, especially as well because it is, it's thicker. So you just want to roll it out. Just keep on turning it. And this is one of those recipes that you can make in advance. You can make these up and just put it in the freezer. You can put it in, put it in the freezer after you dehydrate it, right? And then when you want a pizza, all you have to do is pull it out of the freezer, let it thaw out for a few hours on your countertop, and then just pop it back in the dehydrator to heat up a bit, and that's it. So all we do now is we just peel off the saran wrap. And what I want to do, I just want to pull this up to kind of form, you know, a nice circle. And you want it to be a little bit thicker on the edges because it will have a tendency to dry a little bit more along the edges. But right now, I just want to just kind of form it into, you know, sometimes when you do this, it's like it needs a little bit of, you know, finessing, but that's okay. That is totally okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over. You know what? Let me just try a ting right now. I'm trying a ting. Yeah, I'm going to do that afterwards. So I'm going to roll it to kind of make a little bit of a lip, a little bit of an edge. But first, I need to get a rack. So I've got one of these mesh racks. You can see it right here. And I'm going to gently take this and flip it over because this will get lots of airflow, and it is the dough is fairly dry. So you don't have to worry about anything coming through to the other side. All right. So now we just peel that back, and that is it. And now what I want to do is I kind of just want to roll it up so that when we go to put the pizza toppings on, they'll kind of have a little lip. You know what I mean? I'm just going to just roll it up like that. And the edges now will tend to not dry out sooner than the rest of the pizza. So you won't have that issue. So just like so. Look at how cute that is. Is that not the cutest thing ever? I'm telling you, if you guys could smell this, you would be amazed. So now I do want to add that salt that I forgot to add to the recipe. So I just picked up this pink Himalayan sea salt. And I'm just going to lightly sprinkle it over the top, just like so. That's it. Just a little pincharoo. How cute is that? Oh my God, you guys. It actually does look like dough, Alana. So for those of you who were not here earlier when we started, this is what it ends up looking like. Look at this. It smells like dough. It's got the perfect, look at that. The perfect texture. Like that can hold a lot of ingredients. It's a little bit bendy, so you know how you do with pizza. It's got that doughy texture. Absolutely. Absolutely. Look at this. It's a pizza pie. It's alkaline. It's alive. Oh my God. So this is now going to go into the dehydrator for 2 hours at 118 degrees. And I'm just going to pop this in, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to roll out the other one with you. And then we're going to make the toppings for this pizza and the sauce for this pizza. I'm going straight back to my tried, tested, true sauces that make you want to just eat it off a spoon, all alive, all raw vegan. Hang on, I'll be right back. Let's do it again. Let's do it again, baby. Let's do it again. How are you guys loving this? Who is excited for raw vegan pizza? Anybody out there excited? Are you really excited? Because you should be really excited. This is going to change the game for everybody. Oh my God, it's going to change the game. As I watch you roll it up, I'm wondering if we can roll up fully in parchment paper and freeze it in the roll instead of flat, like puff pastry. May not defrost nicely though. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. In fact, if you lay these flat and put just saran wrap, and by the way, I would freeze it after I bake it, after I dehydrate it. So personally, I would get a bunch of these going. Right, I have a 10 tray dehydrator, and you better bet there's going to be 10 of these in there. I would take them, I would dehydrate it like this, and then I would just put it down on a tray and just put a piece of parchment paper or saran wrap in between each layer, and then stick that in the freezer. It'll be easier to freeze it, in my opinion, than rolling it. Yes, indeed. But so freaking happy. So this is an original recipe. This is an original Burns recipe. So when you see this floating around, hold on. When you guys see this floating around, right, on the interweb, I want you guys to remember where you saw this. All right. Yes, I have seen some videos doing buckwheat pizza dough. There's egg in there. They cook it, all that kind of stuff. This is the original. I know it's original because I thought of it today after jumping with you guys. Oh my God, yes to pizza. I'm excited, says Gwen. Kind of hope I don't get that dehydrator for a couple of weeks. LOL. Order it because sometimes it takes a little while to get in. My oven goes as low as 150 degrees. That's too hot, right? Yeah, I would invest in a dehydrator for sure. Woohoo, says Carlene. Yeah, it actually looks like dough. It's got a great doughy texture, Sehar. I'm late. I didn't get any notifications. We were live. Okay, so when that happens, when you're on YouTube, it means that in your phone, now you got to go to your phone and you got to go into the notification setting in your phone, and you have to tell your phone to allow to see notifications from your YouTube. So you set the notification bell on my channel, and then you got to go into YouTube and set the notifications for your phone to let it ding when you get a YouTube video upload from somebody you have subscribed to. Let's roll that out again. Let's just do it, and let's see how beautiful and easy this is. I kind of want to start off with a proper ball though, so let me get that going here. How are you guys enjoying this? I'm just loving this. Cooking live with Burns. Oh my God. And the class, we are learning how to get our health back with juicing. And then we're learning the beautiful tips. What you can also do is you can also freeze the dough ball itself. Just wrap it up like this. Crap, sorry. I always forget to do that. Just wrap it up like in a ball. But why? Like just dehydrate it, get it made up so you don't have to go through all of that stage, and you can just easily pull out your already made and already dehydrated pizza crust, and then just go from there, right? Ease. You want this to be easy. God knows it's a lot of work in the kitchen. So whatever we can do to minimize the work and to keep this something that you can truly have as a fast meal that you can whip up for your family, that to me is everything, totally everything. Hey, all, Mastengo 22. All hail Emoji King, longtime friend up Boston Way. He's been treating me herbally. Beautiful. We love our Emoji King in the house. Kristen said, will you ever write out the recipe? I was at the doctor with my husband and missed it. I will write out the recipe. I promise. I promise. I'll write it out. But so far, what have we got here? We have got 2 cups of organic buckwheat flakes. We stirred that together. Just this organic buckwheat flakes that just looks like this. It looks like oatmeal, guys. It looks like oatmeal, right? 2 cups of that, 2 cups of water, about a teaspoon or maybe even less of pink Himalayan sea salt, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Mix that together. And then you want to put in 1/3 of a cup of psyllium husk. Mix that together. You want to put in 1 to 1 1.3 cups of more buckwheat flakes. You mix that together and bada bing, bada boom. That is it. I promise. I promise. I promise. I'll write out the recipe. Okay. Get it like that. And you just want to start rolling her out. This is going to totally change the game. This will totally change. Let me move this so that this has a little bit more, less moving around. This is going to totally change the game. Absolutely. Absolutely, this will change your game. Because when you realize how easy it is to make family favorites that are not going to compromise your health and the health of your family, that's when you know you've hit gold. That's when you know that you are truly on your way to lifelong success with your health. Because it is, I think, the one thing that trips us up when it comes to our health. It's how do I maintain all of the benefit that I have gained from doing this without feeling deprived, right? I don't want to feel deprived. I frigging love pizza. I love eating. People say to me all the time, oh, I could never do that. Oh my God, I love food too much. I'm like, have you just met me? I'm the Burns. I love food. I'm a foodie. I am a foodie. And if I can't eat good, delicious food, there's only so much willpower that I've got. And it's not enough when it comes to the food question. So that's all we do. We just roll it out into about, that's actually less than 1/4 of an inch. You know, you want to roll it out like so, and then you want to flip it over onto the tray. So you want to take your wire mesh again. Oh, let me put this one underneath for a little bit more stability. And you just want to gently flip it over like so. And then you just want to peel back first this one. I find that it works better if it doesn't have this heavier weight over top of it. And then you just want to peel off the saran wrap. Come on. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. My God, stop it. How is this so easy? And it took me so long to think of this. Oh, well, I guess I had to go through all the other types of recipes to realize what worked for me and what didn't work. Yes, I love the Chris Kendall video stuff that he does, the Raw Advantage. He makes some great pizza, but I can't stand any of them. He makes some great looking pizzas, and then I make them, and it's like, no, bitter, don't like it. So we're just rolling up the edges here, because what ends up happening is that the edges usually, because they're thinner and they're, catching more of the catching more of the air along the outside, it tends to the edges tend to get a little bit more done than the rest of the pizza, the rest of the dough, and that tends to happen sooner. So it didn't happen too much on this one, right? Like on this one that I did. Remember this one I just cut earlier today, but it is a bit right here. It's a bit drier than it is here. There's still a little bit of, you know, you see that there's still a little bit of softness to it, whereas on the edge, just a little bit dry, which is not a big deal at all, right? But I wanted to keep, I want to try this. This is just the second time I'm making this, guys. And the first time was earlier this morning after our rebounding class. And if you're not tuning into those, why? Come and bounce with me. I look cute. Don't I look cute? I look cute in my little... That's not the reason why you should be tuning in. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to pique your interest a little bit. Okay, so on top of this, because I forgot to add salt to my recipe, I'm just going to lightly sprinkle on a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt. You can totally leave this out if you're going salt free, but I just find, you know what? Let me loosen up the reins on that rule that I have for myself, and let me just add in a little something, a little sprinkling. Hi. So there she is. Oh my God. Can I get you to taste the pizza dough? Just a little nibble of it. Come here. It's good. Yes. Check this out. Here's Kaya and here's Lucas. Lucas, you got to go like that. Her beautiful man, Lucas. Try this out. Just taste it. Just the dough part. As a pizza dough. Mm-hmm. Isn't that...
I can see it for sure, yeah.
You can see it, right?
Flatbread, anything.
Flatbread, anything. Yes. Yes. Really, the stamp of approval from the kids.
It's like perfect. What's in it?
Buckwheat flakes,
yeah.
Water, a little bit of psyllium husk, a little bit of olive oil, some raw apple cider vinegar, some salt, onion powder, garlic.
It's perfect.
It is, right?
Are you just gonna make like a deluxe type pizza deal?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, we're making all kinds of beautiful pizza. Look at the full one. Check this out.
Oh wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Good for you.
Yeah. So we're going to have that for dinner tonight. Okay. So kid approved. Oh, that was well brought up. Too bad you weren't. So that is going to go in the dehydrator at 118 degrees Fahrenheit for a couple of hours. And then it turns into this. And you saw it here. You saw it here live. The kids love it. Let me see the comments here. Yes. Yes. Gwen, it's so exciting. I'm telling you. Sehar says, this is really the ultimate raw vegan pizza. I'm following your recipe, Burns, and I can't wait for the kids to try it when they come back from school. Yes, Sehar is cooking along with the Burns. How amazing is that? This is so cool. Alana says, Eric's brother is giving me a dehydrator. I'm itching to be in the kitchen other than cooking Eric's food. I know, right? Have you ever tried eating more fruit instead of that kind of stuff? I drink 4 liters of fruit juice every day. Absolutely. This kind of stuff. Chris, by the way, Chris, thank you so much for popping in. Welcome to the Real Juicy Detox. Welcome to class. This stuff is alkaline. It is raw. This is actually a fruit seed. Buckwheat is actually a fruit seed. It's actually the seed of a fruit. So I guess I kind of am eating more fruit instead of this kind of stuff. This kind of stuff is gluten-free, grain-free, acid-free, right? If you eat the regular kind of stuff out there, the regular kind of pizza, the regular kind of bread, that does leave behind an acid residue in the body. But this is organic, it's raw, and it leaves behind an alkaline residue. It actually helps your detox. Chris, how cool is that, right? Oh my God, I know. My mind went kaboom when I discovered this too. But Chris, you're obviously new to the Real Juicy Detox, so welcome. We eat and promote and focus on fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Fruits, melons, and berries, baby, for detoxification, because that is really where your health and vitality lies. However, we also have a need to have chewing food. A lot of us are also feeding our teenagers and our families, and we want to provide raw vegan options for them and for us so that they can be healthy and not eat the other crap stuff that's out there. I see the Domino's pizza boxes that the kids bring home. I see it. I'm like, how do I get a vegan alternative that is similar to bread and that is going to have that same mouthfeel? Once this gets piled high with the raw vegan veggies and the raw vegan sauces and everything that we're going to put on this, why wouldn't you want to eat it, right? I have tried eating a lot of fruit. Yes, actually, I get 4 liters of fruit juice every single day. Thanks so much for checking and for asking. It's a great question. It's a great point. I've never tried buckwheat or psyllium husk. I'll give it a go though. I've missed pizza. Sounds yummy. Kristen, this is it. This is the secret. Looks like it would be yummy, dipped in some zucchini hummus. Yes, if you like, I cannot stand zucchini blended into hummus. Is it just me that finds zucchini super bitter? Man. Yes, I know, Emoji King. I'm right there with you. Anyone know what the deal was last night with YouTube being shut down for 45 minutes? I know. I was like, Dali, YouTube shut down. Is this a sign of is the apocalypse underway? Well, the apocalypse is underway. Apocalypse just means the renewal and starting over. Definitely some tech issues for sure. Okay, so this is going to go in the dehydrator. This is going to be ready for sauces in 2 hours. So I'm going to drop this in there, and then we're going to start making the sauces that we can start dressing the pizza that came out this morning. So let's get this in there. I will be right back. Hang on. Wait. Stay with me. Stay with me. Oh my God, I am so frigging excited. I just went and checked, and the one that we put in, I don't know, half an hour ago is like firming up nicely. But what we want to do now is find my blender, because we are going to make the most epic tomato sauce, raw vegan tomato sauce to put on this pizza. The one that I made earlier. We're going to dress her up. Sauces, yay. Yeah, I peeled my zucchini too. Doesn't help me with the bitterness one bit. I don't know. I've broken up with zucchini. Zucchini and I are no longer, we couldn't work it out. Can you ship those pizzas? Probably, but better yet, you can make them yourself. And then, yeah, sauce. Sahar says, LOL, yes, sending you an expedited delivery emoji, King. Bernie raw vegan pizza. Don't give her any ideas. Yeah, you know me exactly. The best pizza dough, raw vegan, that you could ask for. I have not found anything in my experience, and I've made a lot of pizzas and I've thrown away a lot of pizzas, like that cauliflower disaster that I made yesterday. Hey, if you like cauliflower and you like the taste of it, knock yourself out. You can use cauliflower, but me, no. I tried. I keep trying, but no. Okay, let me get my blender. Where is the lid? There we go. Okay, so for this, I am going to need to pull up. And by the way, thank you guys so much. I love you so much for that. I mean, I love you anyhow, but if you're watching this on the YouTube, thank you so much. It really helps to grow the channel and to get this out into the world, which is what we need, right? We need more of this amazingness in the world. So I am going to just scroll through my list of beautiful recipes here on my iPad. Let me just pull this over to here. So I have made so many really yummy recipes. Which one shall I make for this? Let's see. Listen to these recipe titles that I got in my iPad that I have made myself and tweaked to perfection. Which one shall I look at first? Tomato chia bread. Hang on. Let me. Sweet tahini vinaigrette. Oh, that's a good one. Sweet tahini dressing. Sweet tahini dressing again. Sweet pea hummus, red pepper hummus, spicy Thai dressing. Ooh, we could do a spicy Thai dressing for a Thai pizza. Oh my God. Mango pepper sauce. That's really good. I need to pick up some mangoes. Tomato chia bread, carrot onion bread, radish potato chips, ranch salad dressing, sweet pea hummus. This is how I usually do my recipe cards up. You see that? That's one of my recipe cards. I promise I'm going to do a recipe card up for this. I promise you. Spicy Thai dressing. Oh, yeah. What? Wait. Look at how awesome this. No. Look at how awesome that one is. One of my journal pages. And I will continue to do these up. Corn tortillas, sun-dried tomato chili. That one is a really good one. Potato leek crackers, pepperoni, Burnsies burgers. Oh my God, those are so good. Chocolate cream tamarind chutney, pimento cheese dip, carrot, onion, sweet potato, bread, pizza sauce. I don't know if that was a good one though, because it wasn't in my handwriting. It was just typed up, you know. Vegan Worcestershire sauce, creamy garlic aioli. Okay, 1 second. Give me one hot minute. Give me one hot second here. I'm not seeing the one that I wanted, so it's probably in my good notes. Thank you guys so much for waiting. 1 second. Hang on. Recipes. This folder is empty. No. Recipes. No, it's not there either. Bam. Dr. Morse. Where is my recipe folder? Recipes. Here we go. Crackers, spicy dip, taco salad, sweet and tangy sauce for the taco salad. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that one. Butternut squash, corn chips, mac and cheese sauce, sweet pea hummus, potato leek latkes, tomato chia crackers, barbecue sauce. There we go. I found it. I'll show you what it looks like. It's legit just my hand scribbled notes. It's just like that. Nothing fancy. But we're gonna do this one. Okay. I think I have all those ingredients. Yes, I do. Barbecue sauce. This is my favorite barbecue sauce recipe. Okay. So you're going to take some tomatoes. We got 2 tomatoes for this. And I think those tomatoes may have been a bit bigger, but I don't know. But we're going to put these 3 tomatoes right here into it. Are you guys enjoying yourselves? Are you having fun? Are you cooking with me? Oh my God. I'm going to wash these off. I'm going to move this over to here. I don't need my rolling pin anymore. And I'm going to get a chopping board like so. Just like so. Move that over to there. Okay. Hey. Oh my God. And I just realized I don't have any celery, but that's okay. That's all good. Use what you have. You don't need to be too like, oh my God, I don't have that one ingredient, so I can't make that. No, yes, you can. Yeah, sure you can. So I've got, that worked out to be about 3 cups of tomatoes. I want to have 9 pitted dates into that. Hi, kitty. So I want to get, this is the dates that I use. They're just medjool dates. They're whole dates, 0 pesticides, 0 additives, 0 sugar. The ingredient is just medjool dates, none of that funky stuff. So I want to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. I got 9 dates. How are you guys doing out there? Everybody good still? And I'm just going to take out the pit and the cap. Some of them have these caps on it. You see that little cap right there? So you want to just, you don't want that in your thing. So you just want to take out the pits. Take out the pits. That's the pits. Take out the pits and just put them into your blender. I use my Vitamix blender for this because I use my Vitamix blender for everything. Oh my God, the day that I upgraded to the Vitamix blender, and I'll put a link in the description below on the YouTube so that you can see it, the blender that I recommended that I use. The day that I got this blender, it was the day that my life changed forever. I know that sounds dramatic, but it's really true. Because I was fighting up with a stupid, crappy blender, and it was frustrating. You can't. This is so good. It's so high power. It's so reliable. It's always consistently really, really good, and I just love it. I'm also going to add in, I know this sounds like a lot of sweetness in there, but a really good barbecue sauce and a really good pizza sauce has a little bit of that, or a lot of bit of that sweet component. Hi, kitty. Do you really need more food? You're really loving the raw food. Hang on a second. I got to feed this kitty. I know. I'm going to feed you, darling. Okay. Okay, kitty. I know. Oh my goodness, we've been working on getting the cats back into a raw diet. Hey kitty. Hey kitty. Hang on. Oh, you're eating it without the sprinkles? Okay. We cut up, the cat treats, the Temptations cat treats to sprinkle on top of their raw chicken and raw meat diet, to get her, accustomed to it because it's new. And she doesn't need it. She's eating it without that. Okay, so I'm looking for my raisins. 1 second. Got it. So when you're doing this kind of cooking, when you're doing this kind of uncooking, when you're doing this kind of food prep for your vegan life, you want to use, and you don't want to use sugar. You don't want to use refined sugar because that is just going to damage and destroy your body. And a lot of these ready-made sauces have a lot of sugar in them. And what I find really helpful to get that same kind of sweetness and to balance out the flavor, because remember, when you're doing this raw, you don't have the benefit of cooking and drawing out the sugars and caramelizing the sugars in your food. So you want to use fruit in order to sweeten your food if you need that. And we do need that with this kind. Anytime you have tomato, you want to add some sugar to that. But we're not adding, processed sugar. We're adding the good kind of sugar in fruits. So that's what we're doing here. Pizza pockets. Yes. You know what I saw today? I saw one of those empanada folding kind of machines, but you can definitely do that. You can definitely make pizza pockets. Raw vegan pizza franchise. Stop it. I'm an entrepreneur. Really, stop it. Stop it. I got enough going on. I don't need any other ideas. So to this, I'm at 3 cups of chopped tomatoes, 9 medjool dates, and I'm going to add in a half a cup of Thompson raisins. So all this is Thompson raisins. That is it. And I just love these collapsible measuring cups because how cool is that? So we're going to add, great for storing in your drawers where you don't have a lot of space or you don't want to take up a lot of space. So half a cup of Thompson raisins, like so. We want 1 whole lemon. So let me go get my lemon juice. So a whole lemon is about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So I'm just going to measure that out. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, just like so. And that's fresh lemon juice. And everything we do here, we use fresh and we use live. So good. We're going to use half of a jalapeno, although this is a pretty big jalapeno. So about this much of a jalapeno. Oh, it smells so good. Oh my God, it smells so good. My mouth is watering. We are going to use a half of a Vidalia onion, but I don't have a Vidalia onion, but I do have a red onion, which is also a sweeter, milder onion. So we're just gonna get half of that, and a half of a Vidalia onion. I know that when I was making this originally, that Vidalia onion that I got was like gigantic. It was huge. But onion is one of those things that sometimes you can have too much of it. So I'm just using like about that much. The rest of this onion we are going to use as part of our topping. So we'll get to that, the toppings, right after we do the sauces. Then we're going to make the toppings. And I need a compost bowl. I always have a compost bowl because when you're doing this lifestyle, you will find that you have so much vegetable matter to get rid of that really putting that in the garbage just is not an option. Not an option. Okay, what is next? 2 cloves of garlic. Excuse me, I'll be right back. I'm just going to the fridge. Got the other onion for later on when I do the toppings so that I don't have to keep on walking back and forth to the fridge. I apologize. So unprofessional. Oh my God, I'm so unprofessional. We are so unprofessional. Bullshit. Unprofessional is all get out. All right. We're cooking live, baby. We're cooking live with Burns on the Real Juicy Detox. For our detox class, oh my goodness, fresh, beautiful, fresh garlic. Nothing better than that. Put that in there. Okay, that is basically it for for the vegetable part and the stuff that we need to chop. So let me just wash my hands. Kitty is loving the raw food, Kaya.
I know, Mom.
So good.
You want to okay, Mom.
Oh, Lucas, can you put that water bottle on the machine there in the office? Can you just switch off the water bottle? In the office, in the front office, there's a refill. Thank you.
Oh, I was going to close this. Will I?
What?
Can I close this?
Close what?
The dehydrator?
Oh, I left it open. Yeah, please do. It should be closed. Okay. So now we're going to add in some spices to this, and we're going to go with some chipotle powder. We've got half a tablespoon of chipotle powder. Chipotle powder, man. Now, why do I not have my half tablespoon measure? So a half tablespoon is 1.5 teaspoons. So we're going to go with 1.5 teaspoons of chipotle powder. I love chipotle powder. Do you guys like it spicy? Let me know if you like it spicy. I like it spicy.
I like it spicy.
Kaya likes it spicy.
Lucas, you like it spicy? You like it spicy? Lucas likes it spicy.
Lucas likes it spicy too. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Smoked paprika. We're going to put in half of a tablespoon again of smoked paprika. So that would be 1.5 teaspoons of smoked paprika, like so. We've got, oh, okay. I had half a tablespoon of chili with ancho. Do I have any more of that? Old Bay. I don't know. But I've got regular chili powder, so that will work as well. So again, half a tablespoon. So we got half a teaspoon. So we know that a tablespoon has 3 teaspoons. So half of a tablespoon would be 1.5 teaspoons, just like so. Yes, indeed. Elaine is in the house. Elaine says, how exciting. I know, Elaine, we're making pizza. Ah, yes. Kristen says, I do have a garlic cashew recipe I can use for a white sauce. Yes, I have a beautiful garlic. Oh my God, a garlic cashew recipe. And we're actually going to be making some cashew cheese for the topping. And what I've got here for that is some raw cashews that I have soaking in a jar of warm water. So we're going to be using that as well. And absolutely, you can use a garlic cashew sauce for this. I think I put the chili in there. I don't know for sure. What else have we got going on here, Burns? 1 teaspoon of wakame powder. Now, the reason I used the wakame powder in the first place was because I was not doing any salt when I first came up with this. So I am going to add in half a teaspoon of salt because I am okay with using salt. If you don't want to use salt, leave it out. If you want to use the wakame powder, go ahead and use that. But I'm using the Himalayan sea salt for that because I want to, and I like it. Hold on, let me see something up here. Yes, Alana, you had said, I love you all. I'll be back for the replay. Awesome. I hope you're back now. Emoji King. Hello, hello. Ah, yes, Alana, let's get rich, abundant. Let's get rich. Abundance is our birthright. Where there is a will, there is a way. I'm wearing my thinking cap. Oh, absolutely. I had dates from Palestine. And I forgot them at my girlfriend's house this week. She won't eat them, but I left them. Oh, no. You got to get them back. How was your week away? Oh, my goodness. How is your girlfriend doing? Did you get that interview with her? Kelly's girlfriend is 92 years old. Yes. And I want to know, did you get the interview? Did you sit her down and say, hey, my class wants to know what are the secrets to longevity? Toppings. Yes. peppers, broccoli, avocado, pineapple, banana, all of that. Banana pizza. I've never had banana on a pizza. Banana, pineapple, cherry pizza. Yes, we can do a fruit pizza. Absolutely. We can do a sweet cream for the base and a fruit pizza. Hell yeah. Figs and date pizza. Yes, and that garlic recipe. Absolutely. Pizza pockets for the win. Absolutely. Emoji King is saying, going to go do some bouncing now. Awesome. Great kidney filtration. Way to go, man. Pizza party pack ingredients separately, packed for freshness. Make your own pizza at home. Yes, I love having out different ingredients that we can make our own pizza. So exciting indeed. Put a patent on your recipe, then contract out to work. Yeah, that's a great, I've thought of doing that actually. Yes, so what we've got here so far in our blender, again, just to recap so that you guys, if you're just tuning in now, you know what we're doing. We're making a barbecue sauce for our pizza. This by far is the best barbecue sauce that I have come up with. This was after tweaking, doing a lot of little tweaks to the recipe. And I just love it. It also calls for 2 tablespoons of lucuma powder. Now, I don't know why I put that in there, but I'm going to put that lucuma powder in. Hang on. Well, I do know why I put it in there. I put it in there because this is something that I learned from Tanny Raw on the YouTube. But lucuma powder is a fruit, and it is powdered and used as a sweetener, but it acts as a thickener, a thickening agent as well. Great for gravies, great for sauces, great for all of the beautiful raw vegan things that we're making now. And it's fruit. It's just powdered fruit, which is amazing, right? I will have a link to all of these things in case you want to get them on Amazon, because you cannot find them. I actually found this lucuma powder in one of our local health food stores, which is really great. So if you look around, and if you don't live in the boonies, like some of us do, you should be able to find these at your better health food type stores. So the lucuma powder went in. I've got 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar going in there too. So let's get that out, and let's give this a little shaky. Get the mother all mixed in there. And I'm going to get my 1/4 cup measuring cup, 1/3 of a cup. Because Burns doesn't always have time to get all this stuff ready before she goes live. No, I don't. I'm out running errands, rushing back home to get here in time. And then it takes half an hour for me to set up to come live. And even when I'm all set up and all things are going well, I pop open my laptop and, Chrome doesn't want to launch. Yeah. But that's okay, because you guys know if I'm a couple minutes late getting on, you guys know, unless I've made an announcement that class is canceled, which I haven't canceled in 25 days, haven't missed a day. Unless class is canceled, you will know that, I'm coming. Now, it also calls for 3 tablespoons of Bragg's coconut nectar, which I don't think I have. Let me check. Nope. Let me see. I might have some in the fridge. Hang on. No. No, I'm not going to use that either. I'm not going to use that. I was going to put some Worcestershire sauce in it, but I know that this is going to be just fine without that extra, something. So we're going to go with this. That's going to just get all blended. We're going to do that right now. Yes, we are. Pardon for my back being to you. I don't mean to be rude. But here we go. Let's make some barbecue, some amazing rockin' barbecue sauce. Now, you know what? One thing that I did pick up today. What are your thoughts on liquid smoke? Give me the deets. I got a liquid smoke that does not have any harmful crap in it, honestly. Water, hickory, smoke flavor, vinegar, molasses, caramel color. Okay, I'm aware that could have some shit in it, and salt. But it doesn't have some of the crap that some of the other ones do. And I'm gonna go with it. I know the whole thing about smoke and all of that not being good for you, being carcinogenic, but you know what it actually is? It's not that the hickory is carcinogenic. What's carcinogenic is when the fat from your meat drips onto the hickory thing and causes that reaction with the fat and the burning wood. So I don't usually use this, but I bought it today and I was like, let me try it out. I did a little quick search to see if it was okay to use. And I'm going to use a little bit. I'm going to use just a little bit, like 2 drops. I think that'll be all right. Okay, I used 4 drops. So let's try this out. Okay, there is something that I wanted to add in there that's not in my recipe, but I'm adding it in anyhow. And that is some sun-dried tomatoes, because I find that this really gives a beautiful body to it. And since I'm not using the coconut nectar, I think this would add a really nice, depth of flavor. So let me add that in. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't open your treats, kitty. Chill out. All right, so I just added about half of that bag of sun-dried tomatoes, and that bag is a 1 cup bag, so half a cup of sun-dried tomatoes. And where's my spatula? Where is my spatula? Let's taste this. Let's taste it. Oh my God, guys, I wish you could taste this. I wish you could be here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. So it's got a nice, it's got a nice smokiness to it. Got a beautiful rich color. Perfect amount of sweetness. Perfect amount of, heat. I could feel my my bald head warming up a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh my God, that is perhaps the best barbecue sauce I've made to date. Could it use a little bit of the Bragg's coconut nectar? Yeah. Sure. but you don't have to have that in. So if you don't have that, don't feel like you have to have it in there. But if you want to add it, that would be totally, totally fine. Yes, that did sound good. A dessert with fruit toppings. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. My mother is 90 years old and has no illness. She was raised in the Caribbean. And she still makes good choices in what she eats. Good for her. Good for her. What part of the Caribbean is she from? Great to know that. And you know, Gwen, it would be funny if you said that she's from Trinidad, because we might be cousins. There are Weekses on my side of the family. Name is spelled the same way, although your mom may be, that wasn't her maiden name, but Weeks is, yeah. Wouldn't that be funny if we were cousins? Guilt-free pizza for sure. Okay, let me get rid of this. And what do you say we get a pizza going? Okay, so we've made the pizza dough. We've got our pizza dough already made. Smells amazing. Already kid approved. The kids already love it, so I know that it's going to be a hit. And if there's one thing that you guys need to know is that my Kaya is such a selective eater, aka picky. I didn't say that. But she is such a selective eater that for her to come and taste anything on here and give her honest feedback, I'm telling you, that is a sign of a winner, a winner. She's from St. Kitts. All right, all right. And I thought so. Weeks was my married title. Yeah. Let's build a pizza, shall we? Okay. So for yesterday's pizza, first of all, I want to show you yesterday's pizza because it really did come out good. After the cauliflower fiasco, I said, you know what? I have a feeling I'm going to hate that cauliflower. So I'm going to make another one. And I whipped up the same kind of recipe we did yesterday with the third of a cup of the sprouted buckwheat groats, a third of a cup of psyllium husk, and then a bunch of veggies. And I used tomato and red pepper. And this is what I came up with, which is pretty good, actually. The texture and the pliability of the dough, pretty good. For some reason, my sauce, which I was going off of a recipe from Chris from the Raw Vegan Advantage, I don't know what went wrong with it, guys. It was a tomato sauce, but it tasted totally bitter. I was not a fan. And that's why I was like, you know what? I got to do that over. So the toppings that we had on that pizza, we're going to make that next. But I have some left over, which is perfect. And it is right here. And what this is, it's almost like a salsa. We're going to make it in a little while. But I wanted to put some of the leftover dehydrated. This is, again, all raw, all vegan, all good for you. Nothing that you don't want in your body. Everything that you do want in your body right in here. And we're going to use this as the topping for this pizza. We're going to put this in the dehydrator for just half an hour, maybe, to get heated up, to get warmed up enough, and for all the items to come together. But the first thing that we're going to do is get this onto here. Bear in mind as well, if you guys are tuning in and you're following along and you're enjoying the cooking experience, first of all, let me know in the comments. Are you having fun? Do you like these kind of videos? Do you like this kind of class? Yesterday was an amazing class, by the way, wasn't it, guys? If you were not in class yesterday, you definitely want to go check that out, because that was such a comprehensive class. I went through all of Dr. Morris's herbs and broke down what each and every one of the herbal formulas is good for. So if you haven't seen that as yet, definitely go and check that out, okay? Because it can be overwhelming trying to figure out, well, what herbs do I need? What are these different things for? So yesterday I broke down and did some slides for every single one of the herbal formulas with Dr. Morse. And now I'm officially a distributor for him. So if anybody wants to, actually, what I want to do is I want to just open up and add all of the items to a Shopify store. So my eyes are burning. So they're tearing up from the onion in this. So if anybody wants to order their herbs through me, it's a no extra cost, same price that you would get it off the Dr. Morse site. They get drop shipped directly from Dr. Morse's office directly to you, to your home. He ships worldwide. And I just need to have a intermediary sort of spot where you can order your herbs that you want for your health and well-being. And part of the thing that we're doing in this class is that we are learning to understand for ourselves what our bodies need. You can, and I am going to teach you, you guys can learn how to set up your own protocol. And that is what we are all about: self-sufficiency, understanding, doing this with confidence so that we can use these herbs to heal our bodies, right? Because that is what we want to do. So we do that with our food, right? We do that with our food, and we do that with the support of the herbal support. I can't reach. I can't reach. I can see it, but I can't touch it. Portlandia. Anybody watch Portlandia? Any Portlandia fans out there? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we spread the smoky barbecue sauce over top, and now we're just going to add the toppings. Super easy. And this is just a mixture of peppers, red, yellow, and green peppers, onion, sun-dried tomato, and pineapple. That's it. Now, the one that we're going to make today, I'm also going to include some mushrooms. Yes, I am. And you just want to come in and you just want to spread this around your pizza. And I am so aware in this moment that I don't really have enough pizza toppings. And for anybody who does not like pineapple, I want to invite you to try this nonetheless, because Dali does not like pineapple. And in fact, yesterday, when I made this, I was like bracing myself for when he would be like, oh, okay, I don't like that. It's got pineapple on it. Ew. He does not like anything sweet with his savory. He likes, if he's eating something sweet, he wants to just have the sweet. But I was like, no, I'm going to make it like it's supposed to be made, because the pineapple, what the pineapple does, it kind of transforms and changes from being this sweet fruit into this savory deliciousness. Oh, this also has a jalapeno in it. So we're going to be doing all of that in a minute. Just now, we're going to be making the topping together so that you guys can literally see how easy this all comes together. Are you having fun? Are you having fun yet? Is your mind even a little bit blown as yet? Because it should be. It should be. All right? It should be. Amy, do you use all 10 trays? I can't decide between the 6 or 10 tray. 10 tray. Always go with the 10 tray. You will not regret it. The 6 tray on Amazon looks good. 3,000 great reviews. Thinking of that one. Yeah, you want to get the 10 tray. I'm just letting you know. I'm just telling you, you're going to regret. I want to get a second 10 tray. That's how much I use my dehydrator. It would fit on your counter, but so would the 10 tray. The 10 tray is not going to be that much bigger than the 6 tray. And if you have a family, trust me, you will regret not getting the 10 tray. I'm just saying, but you do whatever you want. If money is not an option and is not an issue, get the 10 tray. If you're on a budget and you're like, oh man, as it is, a 6 tray is like, woo, right up there. then get the 6 tray. But I'm telling you, you're going to wish you had gotten the 10 tray. All right, guys, there she is. There she is. Come on now. Spicy, savory, a little bit sweet with the dressing, a little bit of So I'm going to pop that into the dehydrator, and then we're going to make the cheese sauce for it, the cashew cheese. Now, if you don't want to have any cashews or any nuts in your diet right now, leave this part off. Like this, as it is delicious. You can slice some avocado when this comes out. You can also make some really cool avocado, almost like potatoes. So there's a variety of things that you can do, but we're going to stick that in the dehydrator to get this sort of to marry together and to sort of come together beautifully and to heat it up a little bit. So let me put that in. So this is going to go in the dehydrator at 118 degrees. So let's go do that. Okay, I wanted to show you, this is the first one that we did in today's class. How are you guys loving the live cooking class? Are you loving it? Is it moving around at a good pace for you? Look at this. It's already ready. Are you kidding me right now? It is already ready. Look at that. I'm going to leave it in there for a little bit more time until we get the toppings ready, because the toppings are actually something that you want to try to kind of start the day before, because you want it to really marinate and come together. But you can still make it and do this the same day. But yeah, I just want to show you, like, look at this. That's a winner, guys. I'm going to put that back in because I'm not quite ready for it. Let's make some cheese. Let's make some cheese. Okay. Whoops. I need my blender for the cheese. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this into a container and then rinse this blender out. Yeah, I need a bigger container. I need a bigger container. So I'm using these Debbie Meyer food saver containers, and these are really good. They're treated with certain properties to keep your food fresher for longer. I have these in my Amazon store too, and I will link these in the description after this class is over. I'm just gonna. So you notice that we didn't use any oil in the sauce recipe, really making this a very low fat vegan option for you, because we don't need as much of that fat in our diet. And if I'm going to use any fat in this recipe, I'm going to reserve that for some of the fat content in the nuts when I do the cheese portion on top. And now you can do this without nuts. You can use seeds if you want. That also works. But this is one of those recipes where it's like, yeah, let's use a little bit of just a little bit of nuts for this so that we can make a beautiful cashew nut. So again, this is the pasta sauce that we made. It's all raw, and you don't want to be cooking your tomatoes, guys. That is going to make your tomatoes get really acidic. Mm. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. That is some decent sauce, I'm telling you. Very good sauce. Very, very good. Very, very good. Very good. So that just gets put aside for when the other pizzas are ready to go. And I'm just going to rinse out this blender so that we can make our cashew cheese so that I can get it on there so that the kids can have some pizza. And the other thing that I love about this kind of lifestyle and this kind of cooking, everything just rinses out with water. Like it really is so easy for cleaning up. Let's see here. Yeah, and Michael says, okay, Burns, 10 tray it is. Yeah, you want the 10 tray. Do I know Mark Agard? Do you know Mark Agard? Do you know him in Boston? I do not. That crust, it's looking good. Yes, the crust is amazing. My mind is still a little bit blown. Am I? Are you picking up on that? It's like so awesome. So I've got my cashew nuts that have been soaking. They have not really been soaking that long. You might want to soak these like for a few hours, but again, you don't even have to. If you're using a high-powered blender like the Vitamix, which I will link in the description, you actually don't need to soak them in order to get them smooth, but you want to soak them to kind of get the enzymes going and to kind of get them almost a little bit sprouted. These are not really sprouted. They've only been soaking for a few hours, but that is okay. That's enough. So I'm just going to strain these and rinse them off. Where's my strainer? Where is my? There she is. Just give them a little rinse. Just a little rinse. Just a little rinse. So you're just going to put that right into your blender, and that is 500 mils of cashews. And you know what? Look around for the pricing on these things. Look around for the pricing on these things, guys, because I was just at DePietro's, one of our more specialty kind of deli groceries. I picked up almost the same amount for $9.99. Yeah. And went over to No Frills or Sobeys or one of those other less expensive grocery stores, found the same amount for $5. Oh my God. Come on now. I'm going to add in, so I've got 500 mils of raw cashews, which I've soaked for a few hours. And I've got pine nuts. So if you've ever had pine nuts, first of all, you know how expensive they are, right? And you know how beautiful and delicious they are. Look at those little cute little pine nuts. Very expensive. Costs an arm and a leg, honestly, but you really don't need a lot. So I'm putting 1/4 of a cup right in there. I'm not going off of a recipe, and I hope that this works because I don't want to mess up my recipe. I think it's in my screenshots. Hold on. Let me double check. Bear with me. Let me see if I can find it. If not, I'm just going to go with what I trust in myself to be the right recipe. But that could go one of two ways. It could either work or it could be a complete failure. No, that's not it. Hmm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. I have so many screenshotted recipes, I tell you. Nope. Damn. Oh, I got a creamy cilantro dressing too. That would also be delicious. I know some people hate, you either love it or you hate it, right? Just bear with me 1 second, you guys. If I don't find it in the next couple of scrolls up, I will use something else. Damn. Come on. Oh, I think it might be here. Shoot. I want to find it. I don't think I'm going to find it. Okay, we're going to go just by the seat of our pants. I apologize for that delay. Oh my goodness, pine nuts just have the most unique flavor to them, don't they? Now, I just asked Lucas to change out the distilled water, but I got this water right here, so I'm just going to go with it. So I'm just going to add some water, about that much. I'm going to add a pinch of sea salt. Or two. And I'm just going to add just a tiny bit of this, probably about a teaspoon of the raw apple cider vinegar. And that's it, you guys. I'm going to pop that on. And I'm going to find the lid. And the top of my blender. And we're just going to go. Et voila. Et voila. Alana, you're hilarious. I'm listening going to the grocery store. Did she just say cheese sauce a bit ago? Like a raw vegan cheese sauce? Yeah, baby. Oh, let's see if I can not drop anything on my laptop today. Oh my God. Give me a moment. Mm. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Woo. Actually, you know what? I think this could use a little bit of lemon juice or maybe just a tad bit more apple cider vinegar, but we're going to go with a little bit of lemon juice. Speaking of lemon juice, okay, apparently I can't shut this off. We're going shopping together. Awesome. Yeah, man. Let's go shopping. Let's go gallivanting. I love that. So I'm just adding 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Yes. I need to adjust that a little bit, though. I do need to adjust that a little bit. I'm going to put a tiny bit more salt in, just 1/4 teaspoon. And I'm going to use a little bit more apple cider vinegar. So this is all about adjusting stuff to your taste. You know, you need to adjust, you need to learn how to kind of add stuff in, what's going to taste good. That's my best recommendation to being successful in the kitchen. And that is it. I know that that's going to be perfect. And speaking of juice, let me get some in here. Lana picked me up a dozen lemons. Just ordered your dehydrator. Awesome, babe. Looks good, but my hubs is allergic to nuts. Okay, Stacy. Well, you can also use sunflower seeds. You can use sunflower seeds. You can use pumpkin seeds, all of that kind of stuff. Or you can just leave this part out altogether and it'll still be delicious. Yes, hemp seeds, coconut. If he can have those are his options. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Chata. You guys are amazing. You're amazing. We've all got each other's backs here, don't we? We've got each other's backs. You know what else you can add into this is some sea moss. That would also give it a lovely texture. And I do have some in the fridge, but I'm just going to go with this for now. So, just going to get a container. Actually, get a slightly bigger one. These containers are amazing. All right, so just going to pour that out. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. You can put this in one of those squirt bottles, and you can do a drizzle over top. I have some amazing squeeze bottles with a beautiful lid that so good, but I need to clean them out. They've been in my fridge since before I started this juicy detox for 40 days with just the juices, and I have not washed them out yet, and they need a good washing out. So I just have not done that as yet. But for now, I'm gonna just put it into this container, and then I'm gonna go pull out that pizza that I've got started in the dehydrator. And I'm going to put this beautiful raw vegan cheese sauce on that. Like, look at this. You can make this thicker by using less water, but look at this. Oh my God. Are you kidding me right now? Are you seeing that? And it tastes delicious. I am not gonna lie. Give me a little taste of that, Burns. Let's see what it's really like. Look at this. Yeah, that's really, really good. Dipping sauce for sure. Raw vegetable dipping sauce, absolutely. So there's a lot of different ways to work that. Yeah, but that is going to be perfect. A nice creamy, kind of neutral almost flavor, but with the pine nuts in there. That is really, really good. That is really good. And you can add more or less of the apple cider vinegar, a little bit more. It almost takes it to like a sour cream kind of flavor. A little bit less. It's just you adjust it to your likeness and to your taste, right? Okay, so let's get that pizza out of the dehydrator because it's been in there for a few minutes warming up. And we are going to put some of this beautiful cheese sauce on top of it, pop it back in the dehydrator for another half an hour, and then the pizza is done and ready to go. Hang on. Hey, Kaya, the pizza is going to be done soon. Would you guys be able to give me a taste test? Yeah, it's really good. So I was like, Kaya, I need you to give me a taste test. Would that be possible? She's like, possibly. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to dollop. You can either take that squeeze bottle and you can just, like a street food kind of situation, or you can, hold on. Like, look at this, you guys. Look at this. It smells absolutely divine. So we're just going to dollop some, make it look like a couple mozzarella chunks. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So good. What do you guys think? Is your mouth watering? I'm sorry if you're not in the eating phase right now, and if this is triggering you, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. But I know that that's not for a lot of us. And hey, I know that some people are watching this and it's like next year, you know what I mean? Or you're out of the juicy part of your juice fast and you're looking to eat some food, and it's like, okay, well, what are my options? What are the choices? What do? I feel like having pizza. Oh my God, it's Friday night and it's pizza night. Like, oh my goodness, I can't even. That's it. I'm gonna eat a pizza. Eat this kind of pizza, guys. Eat this kind of pizza. Eat a raw, make and eat and enjoy a delicious raw vegan pizza that is not going to compromise your health, that is going to be like perfect for your amazing detox program. This is still, having the nuts in it does slow down the detox a little bit, but you can still have it. Listen, it's all about balance, right? This is all about balance, give and take, ease and flow. Ease and flow, baby. Ease and flow. Look at this. Oh my God. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you seeing this? Like, come on now. Let's put a smaller piece of cheese right in there. Come on. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? You think your family would love this? Do you think your family is going to go crazy for this? I'm telling you, they are. I'm telling you, they're going to go absolutely crazy for this kind of food because, you know, we love our comfort food. We love our, you know, we love our food. We love our food. And there's no reason why you can't have delicious options for your health and well-being. Look at this, you guys. And again, if you don't want to have the nuts on it, if you don't want to do so much of the nuts, you can do seeds. But look, I hardly even made a dent in that container. There's nothing to be afraid of. Okay, nothing to be afraid of. But if you cannot eat nuts or you want to leave that out, and when I first started learning how to cook and prepare food this way, I was like, oh my God, all the nuts, stop it with all the nuts. I cannot handle it. This is not a lot of nuts on here. And this is the kind of thing that you can eat with confidence. And if you don't want to have the nuts on it, don't use the nuts. It was perfectly fine without any sauce on it yesterday. Emoji King says, if I was there now, I would eat that. I'm no dummy. Then my next meal would be juice tomorrow. Easy, he said. Cake, organic cake. Exactly. So this is the kind of thing that, listen, it's all alive and it's all vegetable and fruit seeds for the buckwheat crust. There's nothing on here that is acid to the body. So, you know, although some people might argue, no, nuts are acid. Yeah, nuts and seeds. You can have nuts and seeds, guys. Don't be all fanatical about it, okay? Flexibility. And talking about flexibility, look at this. I am shook. I'm going to come back. I'm going to pop this into the dehydrator. I'm going to come back and we're going to just chop up some veggies that we're going to use. I'm going to show you how I did the topping, the veggie topping on here. And we're going to whip that up and we're going to check it out. I'll be right back. Stay with me. Stay with me. Look at this.
Oh my goodness, Mom. I really want to try this, but
This isn't ready as yet. It'll be ready in like half an hour. Where are you going?
checking Lucas's oil in his car, and then he's going to work, and then
What time will you be back? Because I really do need a taste test
I'm
because
gonna
I'm
taste
supposed to be not eating food.
100%.
Okay. What time will you be
Cannot
back?
wait. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm not even I'll let you know.
Okay. Okay, oh, let me change that camera angle. Let me change the camera angle. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to use the same bowl that I used for the pizza dough for our veggie and topping prep. Let me get rid of this sauce because we don't need that anymore right now. How are you guys doing out here? How are you doing? How you doing? Oh my God. You guys. Yes. Yeah. And I love how easy this blender is to wash out. Easy to wash out. Okay. Where are my peppers? Where are my peppers? just get some stuff out of the way here. I'll have my little compost bowl. We'll put that right here. Are you guys having fun? Oh my God.
Look at all that work. I'll be home soon.
Okay.
20 minutes-ish.
Okay.
25.
Kaya was just saying, I'm going to go drop off Lucas soon. I mean, to work. I'll be home soon. I'm like, okay, no problem. No problem. Okay, so the toppings are really easy. I don't see my favorite knife, but I'll just use this. Wow. I won't use this. What the hell? Where is my favorite knife? Oh, she's in Glenda. Right. It's in Glenda. Okay. Because sometimes when we go camping in Glenda, I like to take all my favorite knives and such. So all we're doing here is we are chopping up some veggies. We're chopping up some veggies. Now, usually, as per Dr. Morse and a lot of food combining experts, you really don't want to be combining your fruit with your veggies. You do whatever you feel called to do, all right? I am going to be using a pineapple in this. The pineapple breaks down and softens up and sort of starts the cooking process of the vegetables while it is marinating. And preferably you want to do this marinating part overnight if you can remember that would be really good. So we're just kind of rough chopping, kind of in chunks. You don't want this to be too finely diced or minced, right? So you just want to have, some chopped pieces. How are you guys doing out there? How's everybody doing? Are you guys cooking along with me? So if you are doing this on a cook along, if you're going to do this later on, you can pop this back on and you can watch again. It's always fun to cook along with somebody, right? In real time. Sure, why not? Yeah, sometimes it's better. I just want to get the quick recipe, like hurry up, let's go. I just need the recipe. Give me the recipe. What are you doing? Okay, I'm too busy. I can't watch you. I get that. But sometimes it's just nice to hang out. I know a lot of you are just hanging out, passing the day, passing your time, right? Hanging out with us in the Real Juicy Detox. What do you guys want to talk about? You guys shoot me a question. Give me something to talk about. Talk amongst yourselves, but put it in the comments so that I can pull it up here. Hold on, I need to adjust that camera. Actually, I'm going to leave it like that. I think that looks totally fine. So again, I'm just rough chopping here. Any questions anybody has regarding detox, regarding some experiences that you're going through? I know we have a lot of us in the Real Juicy Detox in our classroom on Facebook, our after school, before and after school program on Facebook. Do you guys have that at the schools where your kids go, before and after school programs? We have that in our Canadian schools, for parents that need to have their kids in like a daycare before and after school because they work and they can't pick them up or drop them off right at the starting and stopping of class time. We have after school program. So this is like our Facebook group is like our after school, before and after school program. Let me know if you have any questions. But one of the things that I did want to talk about that I did see come up in class yesterday was our sweet dear Mandy. And she's been dealing with having a lot of headaches. And she was like, oh my God, man, this headache has me pretty much debilitated. Now, one of the things that I am aware of is a lot of us are working with and have a lot of lymphatic stagnation going on in our head. So the lymph system, let's just talk about this. Let's just go right back to class 101, the basics. The lymphatic system is our sewage system, our waste system. So we have all these cells in our body. We have the kitchen, which provides the nutrition, and it's pretty much clean, right? If your blood gets really acidic, you're going to die. There's not much hope for you, which is why the treatment of cancer is what kills people. You pump all that battery acid level pH into your veins. Guess what? There's only so much of that the body can withstand. It's crazy. Absolutely bananas. Because they're pumping that acid into the blood, and the blood wants to have a fairly base or alkaline type of chemistry going on there. You cannot have it too acidic. It's going to kill too much of your cells. But yet, that's what a lot of people do. They line up for this crazy acid treatment, aka chemotherapy. I did for 5 years. I took their chemotherapy drugs because I thought that was the only thing that was going to heal me or save me. And, there was the threat of, oh, if you don't take this, you're going to die. Well, I believed it. I bought into that only to realize that that's what was killing me. Not the cancer. No, not the cancer. It was the treatment of the cancer. So we have our cells that are bathed in, the body is basically cells and the two fluids that surround the cells. The two fluids are blood and the lymph system, the lymph, L-Y-M-P-H, the lymphatic system. That lymphatic system is where the cells of the body get rid of their metabolic waste. That's where the cells poop. And if we're not flushing out the sewage system, then the sewage system gets backed up. And it backs up. And by the way, how do you know whether your sewage system is backed up or not? Well, how do you feel? What symptoms are you having? Are you having anything other than health and vitality in your body? That's how you know if the lymphatic system, if your sewage system is backed up or not. Everything rolls back to the backed up lymphatic system. All disease in the body can be traced back to renal failure. That's right. The ability of our kidneys to filter out our lymphatic waste. This is like very important to understand, because if you understand that the chemistry that you put into your body is what has one of the most pronounced outcomes for the health of your body, you're going to start seeing that, oh my God, the lymphatic system. Okay, when we hear people talk about the immune system is actually your lymphatic system. Your ability to filter out the waste from all the stuff that you've eaten, all the medication that you've taken. And I'm not just talking about the medication that you've taken this year or last week or today. I'm talking about the stuff that you've taken into your body for decades is still sitting in your body because you were never filtering properly in the first place. And where does all that waste matter and debris go? If you're not getting it out through your kidneys, and you know whether you are or not by how much your kidneys are filtering, but if you're not getting it out through your kidneys, where's it going? It's staying in your body. This is really serious. Even though you might pee a lot because, you're drinking your 4 liters of water every day because that's where you think the money is. It's not in the water that you're drinking. That's unstructured. It's on a slightly acidic side. Your hydration lies in fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Fruits, melons, and berries. Fruits, melons, and berries. So important. So what I've got here so far is let's make that pretty so we can see it. I've got some yellow, green, and red peppers chopped up. I got another yellow pepper here, and I have a fridge full of peppers actually. So I'm gonna add this in there as well. And you're just wanting to chop these up kind of all the same size. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Because you want it to cook at the same time. Cook with the pineapple juice and cook at 118 degrees, no hotter, because any hotter than that kills the live enzymatic action, the live enzymes and the live properties of the food. So we want to keep this alive so that when you eat this, you really can feel the electromagnetic energy still in the food. That's why it's so good. That's why when you eat raw vegan food that's really well made like this and made with so much love, that's why you feel so energetic. You feel satisfied. You don't feel heavy and weighted down. You don't feel like going for a nap. You don't feel, all of that stuff that you would feel in your body when you're eating, cooked food, when you're eating acid forming food. All of that stuff is hard on the digestion and requires a lot of energy to digest that kind of food with no real energetic payback for you. Remember, we were talking about the angstroms of energy, how much electromagnetic energy is contained within each food. And we talked about how cooked meat, has 0 angstroms of energy, 0 amplitudes of energy in cooked meat. Yet it requires such a high amount of digestive energy, a large amount of digestive energy, just to break it down so that the amino acids can be derived from and broken down. When we eat flesh or any complex protein, what happens is that your body can't utilize that. It can't use that. And it's got to break down that protein into bioavailable amino acids. Well, doesn't it just make more sense to get your bioavailable amino acids from your vegetables? That's what these veggies are. Where do you get your protein? Right here. You've got enough bioavailable protein in these vegetables. Most people are running around focused on eating all this protein, and it's not even bioavailable for you. It's not even available for your body to use it on a cellular level. It's crazy, right? Crazy. So the other thing that I'm going to put in here now are these tomatoes. And I didn't have tomatoes in the other topping that I did because I didn't have any for it. So use what you've got. Don't worry if there's something that I'm not putting in that you want to put in, like you want to put in some sliced zucchini or some whatever. Go ahead and use that because this is your pizza. Let me just see the comments. Yes. What did you order, Amy? Which dehydrator did you order? Kelly wants to know. Yes, Kelly, it is amazing. I missed the crust and sauce recipes. That's okay, because I will work on getting the cards up for this. You're just going to have to give me some time, because I just remembered I have a coaching call that's starting in an hour and a half with a couple of teenagers as part of my family coaching that I'm doing with their family. I will have the recipes for you, though. Emoji King says, my brothers and I will fight over that. Yeah, no kidding. The pizza is the real deal, right? You can make onion dip. You can make garlic dip with that, with the cashew cheese that I did. Absolutely. Put those chopped green peppers on the pizza. Well, this is what that topping is that I just put on the other pizza. But you don't have to dehydrate this. You don't have to marinate this. You can definitely just sprinkle on these crunchy, fresh vegetables right onto the top of your pizza. Yeah, and you can make raw stuffed peppers. The options are really, truly endless for us. Let me wash these off. Nice. Certified non-GMO. Okay, I can dig that. So I'm just slicing these little cherry tomatoes in half like so. I saw this trick if somebody did it. I've never done it, but where you put all your tomatoes flat under, like between two plates, and then you slice them all together, all in one shot. I'm not that fancy up in here. I'm just doing it like this. Yeah. So Amy says, Kelly, I ordered the Kasori 6 tray. Awesome. Alana says, I just saw buckwheat flour. Should I be interested in that? Yeah. Buckwheat flour for sure. I have, however, found that for me, I think I like the texture that I get a little bit better with the buckwheat flakes, Alana. So if you want to look around for the buckwheat flakes, I think that would be a really great thing to do. That's my preference. I find it's, you know what it is with the flour? I find that it's too fine. And then when I add water to it, it just becomes this kind of gloopy kind of, I don't know. I find the flakes, I was really shocked and really pleasantly surprised with how that came together today. So, I'm going for a big bag. I'm going to go get a ton of those buckwheat flakes from Bulk Barn. That's where we get them here in Canada. And I'm going to add that to my shopping list regularly. But most definitely, look at how beautiful this bowl is looking already, you guys. Look at how gorgeous this is. Look at the life force in that. Look at that. That's going to be our pizza toppings. Woo! It is getting delicious up in here. Yes, it is. So when we are talking about the lymphatic system, let's go back to this topic because it's such a good and important thing to understand. And there's so many different ways to explain it. And I can listen to, Dr. Morse talk about the lymphatic system till the cows come home, honestly. When we have the cells in our body unable to push out their metabolic waste into the lymphatic fluid that surrounds each cell because we're so blocked up. And
Just when they're ready, because if they're not, I have to scurry out real quick and come try them later when I get
you want to
home.
try one now?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
because I have to go change Lucas's oil. There's no oil in his car,
Okay.
and I'm also going to Dad's. So
You're also going to Dad's?
I'm gonna probably have to come.
Okay. Let me get the pizza.
Yeah.
Kaya's ready to eat.
You're really this short.
No,
Sorry.
because I'm showing what I was talking.
Oh, that makes sense. That was rude. Sorry. What do we got today? We got tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes.
That's okay.
I picked it and I realized I didn't like it.
Dolly
So.
also does.
My hands are clean. I promise.
Dolly also doesn't like pineapple, and he loved this pizza. So
No, pizza.
There's
Love it, but
no-
fresh tomatoes are just like
there's no tomatoes on this one. Okay,
Cut it
so
up.
let me.
Just a little like I like this right here. This little nibble.
Okay, well, I'm just
Oh,
gonna.
no. You have to dehydrate it more, Mom, don't you?
No, I don't. It's okay.
It's done?
Yeah,
Are
it's
you sure?
done. Yeah, I'm sure. Let me get in here.
Okay.
Let me get in
I
here
don't want to like upset
properly.
your process.
No, not at all.
Wow.
Right? Look at this. Look at this. You want to grab yourself a plate or?
I'm just gonna have a bite and then run out. But give me it, please. I'm so
Well,
ready.
first of all,
stop.
I just need to show the camera.
They can see
Slow
how beautiful
down.
It is already.
Slow
I'm
down.
hungry.
Slow down.
That looks so good.
Look at this. Does that not look like a traditional pizza?
Thank you so much. Holy shit. You know what this tastes like?
What? Pizza?
This tastes like the pizza we used to make, the homemade pizza.
Mhm.
We used to make homemade pizza with all the goodies. And this tastes exactly like it. Do you remember? And it
Mhm.
used to be soaked, make her own bread and everything.
Mhm.
But this, oh my god. What sugar.
Mhm.
You're sparkly. You have sparkles on your face.
I have sparkles on my
Do you have
face.
highlight on or what?
No.
Really? Let me
I
see.
don't have any makeup on, just my eyebrows.
Oh, it's just you're glowing.
I'm glowing.
You're
I'm
glowing.
glistening. I'm glistening.
Oh my god.
I think I cracked the code for pizza, Kaya.
I'll have this for dinner every night, please.
Yeah, you want that for dinner every night?
Fuck. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh. My curtain. Look at you.
Oh my God, Kelly just ordered the one through my Amazon shopping page, the 12 tray one. I hope it's a good one, Burns. I know nothing about this way of uncooking. You're going to love your dehydrator. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love you.
I love you too.
I'm leaving. I didn't drink any juice today. I've been slurping it
Take
up.
a grape juice.
Already
Oh, you got one. Okay.
have.
Yes, congratulations, Amy. Excited for you. Thank you, Kelly. You too. Yeah. So this was a big hit, clearly.
Clearly, phone, of course.
Clearly. So this is really good. I want to eat this every night for dinner from the 18-year-old pickiest eater on the planet. Amazing. So I'm going to pop this back in because I think it can still go for a little bit more, but that was a great taste test from my 18-year-old daughter. Kitty. Okay, so let's keep chopping. There is nothing more satisfying than nailing a recipe and your kids loving it. Kelly, don't you think Abraham would go for this? I mean, you just got to put it in front of them. That is the key. You just have to say, here's dinner. Here you go. Sahar, how is your food prep coming along? How is your pizza coming, honey? Did you get the ingredients? Did you get any topping ingredients? So now I'm just going to add these sliced mushrooms. Very, very, I bought them sliced. Can't get any easier than that. So I'm just going to pop those in. Just like so. And this is why my kitchen becomes a freaking disaster zone. Usually I like to do some extreme cleanup. Like as I make a mess, I clean it so that by the end of the whole process, it's not too crazy. So I've got these baby portobello mushrooms, and you can see there's quite a bit of dirt on there. So I'm just going to take my rag. Actually, I'll use this one. And I'm just going to dust it off, get that dirt residue off. So how many of you guys are really super excited? Let me know in the comments to make this for your family as a beautiful option for a raw vegan meal. Something that you can feed them with confidence, knowing that this is going to benefit them. It's not going to clog them up. It's not going to, impact their health in any negative way. How many of you guys are excited? Are you excited to try this? Are you as excited as I am? When I see my daughter eating this kind of stuff and she's like lost for words, I know that we've hit the jackpot. I know that that is a really good recipe. Like, what? This tastes just like the pizza you used to make, Mom. Yeah, I used to make a wicked, wicked pizza. Made my own dough, did all the things, and just didn't know at the time that I was seriously impacting my family's health in a negative way. But now that I know that there is a better way, and like we had one of our friends up top, I don't know if you're still on here, Chris. Probably not. You probably thought this chick is crazy. She's making pizza. Why would you make that crap? You just need to eat fruits, melons, and berries. It's like, oh, sweetie. Oh, he doesn't know who he stumbled upon. He doesn't get it. It's okay. Chris, if you're still here, Chris, pop in. Let me know what you think. Let me know. Am I converting you? Are you thinking that, listen, one of the most important things on this journey is to not be too rigid, right? Rigidity on our journey here is just going to be your downfall. I'm just letting you know right now. Don't be so rigid. Don't think that, oh my God, she's eating anything that's not fruits and that's so bad. No, not at all. This is all alive, and this is all Dr. Morse approved and certified. You can have veggies, you can have fruit, you can have, nuts, preferably sprouted, because that really helps to release more nutrient power in the nuts. Yay! Carlene says, all this is so doable, Burns. I'm loving it. Yaman, yaman. Abraham doesn't live with us, but I'll give him some when I make it. If I can figure out the recipe, I tried to write it down with you, but I'm sure I got confused as I've never heard of these items. I know. Kelly, I'm going to post the recipe card in our private group on Facebook at The Real Juicy Detox. So if you are at all interested in the recipe, it'll be right there. I might even put it in the description of this video when I'm done, and if I have time, because I'm a busy girl. I was a busy girl, but I want to put it in there for you, you know? I want to put it in there for you. So I'm just going to chop up these shrooms. Kind of rough chopping, but still kind of, Karen says, hey, Karen, I was off and on and off of here. Can you please tell me what was the pizza that my daughter ate? So that was the pizza that we're making today. And that pizza is, I'll show you the other one. It's this was one that I cut in half to show the dough, but it is this dough that I made just with organic buckwheat flakes and psyllium husk. And I will have the recipe in the description of this video. But it's super, super simple to make. It's all live. It's all raw vegan. And I made that pizza dough this morning after our bounce class. So you just want to chop up these shrooms. Just chopping these up, slicing them up. Some of these that I got already pre-sliced are not really sliced thin enough for my liking at all. Kelly says, okay, good. Well, of course I'm interested. I ordered the dehydrator. I need to use it for something, right, Kelly? Well, this is what you're going to use it for. And your family and your body is going to thank you for it. This is how you get your family on board with eating healthy. Don't just say, oh, you got to do it. And oh my God, you're just eating like crap and don't eat that. And don't you know what you're doing to your body? Hey, listen, I get it. Every now and then I might say something like that. The other day, Kaya and her friends went out to get ice cream, Dairy Queen. Because that's a thing. That's what we do, right? It's nice out. Oh, let's go get some ice cream. Right, Kelly? You know that. You own an ice cream shop. But after she came back the next day, she was really congested and she wasn't feeling great. And I said, yeah, well, that's what happens when you eat dairy, babe. And she was like, yeah, don't talk to me. I was like, okay. Not going to say a word. Because she knows, right? She already knows. She knows what she's doing. She doesn't need me to remind her of that. Yeah, these mushrooms were way too thick for my liking. I want a thinner situation with the shrooms. So I'm not buying sliced mushrooms. I just bought the sliced mushroom pack because it was there and it was easy and it was in the grocery store, but it's too thick. I like chopping my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? I like putting the love into it, y'all. I love putting the love into it. That's what I'm all about. I love touching my food. I love playing with my food. I love, you know, I love my food. I love prepping it. I love all aspects of it. And I'm never again buying pre-sliced mushrooms because these are way too thick. Way too thick. So these are going to go right into the bowl as well here. So in this bowl, I've got red pepper, I've got yellow pepper, I've got green pepper, I've got some tomatoes, I've got orange pepper. I'm putting in the mushrooms now. And then after the mushrooms, I'm also going to chop up. And by the way, thank you guys so much for playing with me here today and for being here while I prep this, because, you know, it's a lot of work that's got to get done, right? A lot of work for the fam jam. Yes, indeed. A lot of work going down for the fam jam. And sometimes it's good to kind of do two things at once. I also want to inspire you guys to try these raw vegan things. I know this is a new lifestyle for a lot of us in the class. I know it's fairly new to me as well. So I'm trying to save you guys the learning curve, the time it takes to figure out these recipes and to try them. And some of them that I do right here with you guys, some of them fail flat out. That pizza dough that I made yesterday, don't make that. Don't make that. It's like, ugh. But it did get me thinking and did get me kind of pave the way for this type of pizza and dough that we're making now, because I'm like, okay, come on, Burns, you can do this. You can do this. Come on, Burns, you can figure this out. I know you can figure this out. What am I talking about? Figure what out? The dough. Because it just was not coming together the way that I needed it to. It wasn't tasting good. And I'm so sick and tired of making stuff that, you know, other raw vegan or vegan recipes channels on YouTube make. And then I make it and it's like, I follow the recipe exactly. That's what I always do. Whenever I find something on like Tanny Raw or Raw Food Romance or what's the other one? The Raw Advantage, any of those sites, Kara and Marcus on The Healthy Life. Whenever I find any of those channels, what I do is I'm like, okay, any of those recipes on those channels, what I do is I say to myself, okay, let's try it. Let's make the recipe exactly as it's written. And I cannot tell you how many times I do that and I'm like, no, 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 no. Why don't you put all those items in your Amazon shop? Because I'd never have time. I need to hire a personal assistant or a virtual assistant. You know what I mean? I'm not even kidding you. But I can't afford to right now because I know what that entails. I cannot pay somebody right now to do that job. So right now it's all on the Burns. I'm not rolling in dough over here unless it's pizza dough and it's raw vegan. So for now, Kelly, it takes time to get these things in the Amazon shop. But I'll get there. I will get there. Yes, indeed. So back to the headache thing. If you guys are still with me, stay with me, stay with me. Back to if you have headaches and any kind of, you know, chronic and debilitating headaches at that, any kind of migraine headache, you got amyloid plaque going on. You got plaque built up in your head. And this detox program is going to loosen up all of that plaque. And when that gets loosened up, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. How do I know? Because I used to suffer from chronic headaches. I was addicted to over-the-counter. I have a feeling this is going to be too much mushrooms. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to swap out some of these regular white mushrooms with some of these baby Bella mushrooms, like so, because I don't want to have it too mushroom heavy. And then I'm going to leave this for another recipe. And I'll just put those right back into here. So when that lymphatic stagnation is breaking up anywhere in your body, but in particular, if you have it in the head, and how do you know you've got it in the head? Well, you might have hair loss issues. You might have ringing in the ears. You might have vision issues. You might have plaquing going on in the mouth. You might have weakened, mouth stuff. You might have swinging blood pressure, high and low. You might have MS or ALS or any of those neurological disorders. You might have brain fog. You might have thyroid issues because the thyroid is controlled by the pituitary, which releases a thyroid stimulating hormone. So if your TSH levels, thyroid stimulating hormone levels, are out of whack, you are going to have that's going to mean that you have plaquing in your head, in your cranium. Headaches, very common as well. So these things can definitely be fixed with our fruits, melons, and berries, which is great to know, right? But when you are clearing that lymphatic stagnation out, you're going to get a resurgence of some of your symptoms, and it's going to feel scary. And it's going to be uncomfortable. But if you can persevere and stick it out, what we know is that the next time and the subsequent times that you get this, it's going to be less and less until it's almost not an issue anymore. You're not suffering from that. And I can tell you the first few times that I had headaches on this detox journey, the first time I was like, oh, I absolutely need to take some Advil, and I did. But the second time, about 2 weeks in, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take any Advil. I'm just going to ride this storm out, and I'm going to do my rebounding very lightly. I'm going to do a hot and cold shower on the back of my neck. I'm going to drink more juice because obviously I need more hydration, and this is all starting to move around. And I did not take any of the over-the-counter pain medication, which I had been addicted to since I was 16 years old in excess. Terrible. My doctor once told me, Burns, you got to stop doing that. You're going to kill your liver. I was like, no, I'll be fine. I can't stop. Sure enough. Who ended up having their liver removed? 75% of their liver removed. Who was signed up again and looking down the barrel at a second liver resection surgery? This girl, because I wouldn't listen. Burns. Sometimes I'm telling you, sometimes we can just be stubborn and not listen to what we know is the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It happens to all of us. We got to learn to forgive ourselves for the crap that we've done to our bodies, and we have to just jump in with both feet into another protocol that is here to help us. And thank God I discovered Dr. Morse and this whole juicing lifestyle, and have been working on turning things around and healing my body. So I'm just going to slice these pineapple. Sorry. I did see another question here regarding mushrooms. Hold on, I'll get to it. I don't tell them nothing. My daughter and husband eat whatever and whenever they have mucus or need to take Tylenol. If I tell them, yep, keep eating that junk, I know, but you know what? Sometimes that you don't know what to say, right? At a certain point, you're like, man, I just don't know what to say. So yeah, just keep eating that shit. Enjoy your suffering, right? Enjoy your suffering. Sometimes we just have to love people where they are obviously, and you do, Kelly. You love them where they're at, but sometimes it can be very frustrating to see our loved ones heading down a path of utter pain and suffering. That becomes your opportunity for you to have your own emotional detox from it, instead of getting frustrated, and instead of, because there's a little bit of vibration of frustration in that. Yeah, you keep eating that shit, you keep doing that to yourself. There is some harshness, to that. And I don't want to be critical here, Kelly, but I want to let you know that I've experienced this within myself, where I'm like, yeah, sure, fine, eat your crap, sure. That's not the way I find, to deal with the emotions that come up when we see, because that is just coming up out of frustration, right? That's just like, yeah, you keep eating your junk, because you love them and you're frustrated that they're not taking this on. But I'm telling you, if you leave behind that kind of vibration of, yeah, you keep eating your shit, you're going to get it, you're going to get what's coming to you. If you can leave that behind, and if you can instead replace it with, oh my God, come and taste this pizza that I made. Do you want to do a taste test for me? Can you taste it? Can you just let me know? Like, is this all right? Does it taste good? I don't know. I'm new to all of this. Because you are. That's how you win them over. That's how I won over my daughter. She was not interested in this. She's like, give me my junk food. But if you make the stuff and you put it in their hands, they're gonna slowly start coming around. She just left here with a slice of raw vegan pizza and a bottle of organic grape juice. That's her jam right now. Does she still eat the other crap? Yeah, sure she does. I see it. I see it in her room, and I'm just like, oh well, here's some pizza. Come and have some raw vegan pizza. So is it okay to eat mushrooms? Someone told me they should be slightly sauteed. I've never heard that, although sauteed mushrooms are so delicious. Oh my goodness. So good. This gets a little bit of uncooking with the acid that's in the pineapple. So there is a little bit of cooking that goes on. It breaks down, it softens up. And then when it's put into the dehydrator at 118 degrees, it also kind of, it's like slow cooks it. You know what I mean? It's still alive. So that's what I recommend. Try it and see how you like it. Listen to your body. How is it digesting? How are your bowel movements when you start eating food again? Your bowel movement should pick up. Your bowel movement should go from very soft bowel movements, very watery bowel movements like you might have on a juice protocol, because you got less fiber in there, to very easy to pass and very soft but formed bowel movements. You should have them several times a day, and you should know how it's looking and how it's going through your system. If you do this and you look at your bowel movements, you don't want to see any undigested food in your bowel movements, right? So that's one way that you can check to see if you are indeed digesting the food properly. And if you're at all, if you're not sure, just leave them out. Just leave them out. It's okay. You don't have to put in all the things that I'm putting in. This is just what I'm doing. So we've got these beautiful veggies. Look at all of that. Look at all of these beautiful veggies that are going in. And again, I know that, a lot of people who do food combining, and I know Dr. Morse talks about this as well, to not combine your fruit with your veggies. You know what? You do whatever you feel is right for you. I like the pineapple. I like some fruit with some of my veggies. I like a little bit of sweet with the savory. Does it give me gas sometimes? Maybe. But you know what? I'm okay with that sometimes. I'm okay with that. Karen said, I did make the pizza dough yesterday and wasn't crazy about it. I'm so sorry. But that's how we learn, right? That's how we learn. I hated it. Did not like it at all. Probably won't do it again. But it did lead me here to this pizza dough, which is like, ba-bam. And so you never know. Dali actually did not mind the cauliflower pizza at all. He was like, no, I like it. Doesn't taste bitter to me. And I'm looking at him going, what? Because usually his bitter meter is like really sensitive. He can pick out a bitter taste in something like nobody's business. I'm like, really? You find that bitter? And then I taste it. I'm like, okay, maybe it's a little bitter, but some things he really notices it a lot. And other things like that cauliflower pizza yesterday, I was like, all right, okay. So I'm sorry, but this is the real deal. This is the real deal right here. We got the real thing going on. All right. So you can make this one with absolute confidence. I'm telling you, you saw my daughter. She absolutely loved it. So let's see here. I did make the pizza dough from yesterday and wasn't crazy about it either. Love all the people you follow. I also follow them. Awesome. Awesome. Have you made a lot of their recipes? Let me know. But yeah, this is the winner. Kelly says, oops, sorry for asking. I don't know how it works. Just thought I'd go through your page. I'll figure it out. Don't know how what works, babe. Let me know. My girlfriend said, wow, your hair is really thin, as if I don't know. I know, right? It's like, oh my God, girl, I know my hair is really thin. I'm working on it. The good news, Kelly, is that your hair can get thicker. And I used to be almost going pretty gray, and I have no more gray hair. I'm partially bald, but that's by choice. Right? But my hair was also on the very thinning side, as was my mother's, because we inherit our lymphatic system from our mothers, because we are exchanging that on a very close basis when we are in utero. And my mom had very thinning hair. My mom had a lot of thyroid issues. She was on thyroid medication her entire life. So yeah, we inherit all of this stuff, and we pass it along to our kids as well. You're so welcome, Elaine. You're so welcome, honey. So yeah, so if you don't want to use the mushrooms, don't use them. If you don't want to use the pineapple, although I will say the pineapple does something beautiful. It transforms these veggies. And Dali, like I said before, when I was making this topping part up yesterday, and by the way, we're almost finished the toppings here, but when I was making the toppings up yesterday, I was thinking, oh my God, here I am making this huge batch of pizza topping, and Dali hates pineapple on a pizza. There is something magical that happens with these vegetables when this pineapple is added. It adds a cooked kind of consistency or texture, or what would that be? Quality. It adds a kind of a cooked quality to it. It's the acid in there, right? Look at that. Look at that. Massaging my food. Oh my God, I love this. I love the texture in my food. What else am I putting in here? I want to put in these sun-dried tomatoes. Now, yesterday when I did this, I put in the sun-dried tomatoes and a little bit of the water, the liquor from rehydrating them, but I didn't do that today. And I want to show you how flexible this is, because you don't always have to do it exactly the same way as you did it the day before. And this time I'm not rehydrating them right off the bat. I'm just going to add them into the bowl like this. And it's going to be totally amazing. It's going to work out so beautifully. So beautifully. Yeah. So when we have lymphatic stagnation going on and we're clearing that out, yeah, you're going to have symptoms of that show up that will let you know where in your body is healing. And that is going to show up sometimes as pain. It's going to show up as swelling. Sometimes you can even get a growth or a regrowth in your tumors or any condition that you've had. Totally freaky, right? Totally freaking you out. You're so like, I'm not going to do that detox because I don't want my symptoms to get worse. If you don't do the detox, if you don't do the fruits, melons, and berries, baby, and if you don't do the live food, you are going to suffer more. That is not going away. It's going to stay dormant in your body until it's not dormant anymore. And then it shows up as Alzheimer's. It shows up as dementia, stroke, MS, ALS, all of that kind of neurological dysfunction. So, you know, take care of that plaque because you need to. Hi, Dottie. Yeah. Karen says, oops, I repeated my comment. It's all good, babe. I do follow some of the recipes from the others. Love Cara, have a hard time with Tannies. I find them too tasteless, but I love her. That's what I'm talking about. So I love some of these. Yes, Dot. What is it? Do you want to go outside? Come here. Yeah, that's what I have found as well. Like, I love Tanny as well. I love her spirit. I love everything about her. But some of her stuff is just like so. The Amazon shop, I don't know how that works. When I asked to put it in your store, my hair was when I asked to put it in your store. Okay, yeah. I just have to add those items to my store, but I really will do that soon. And Kelly says, my hair was really thick, but when my son passed, it just started falling out and keeps falling. Well, it's falling out because, you know, you were under a lot of stress when your son passed and you had a lot going on. You were probably self-soothing with a lot of acid food. You were probably might have been on some medication. All of these things are acid hits in the body. You know, but now you can regrow your hair. You can like, my hair used to be so much thinner and I had a ton of gray. A lot of people have a lot of regrowth of their hair because your hair loss and the hair thinning is just a function of the acid hit in the pores of your wherever it is happening. So the hair follicles on your head, it's just an acid hit that's going on. So that's why we're doing this. That's why we're eating all of this beautiful raw vegan food. And where is that jalapeno? Let's get this jalapeno chopped up. Usually I would definitely recommend wearing gloves because you don't want to get this spicy hot pepper, although jalapeno isn't really that hot, but you want to be careful about getting it on your hands and, you know. So I am just going to open it up like so, get these seeds out because that's where the real heat is. And I don't need extra heat because the dressing, the sauce on the pizza is already spicy enough. And I'm just getting out this membrane from inside here. Are you guys enjoying cooking with me? Are ya? Oh my goodness. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so excited that you're here. Huge shout out to everybody who is sticking around and enjoying this amazing class that we're having. We're cooking. We're making raw vegan pizza. That's actually going to taste good today because I should have a disclaimer. I should put a little thing in the description for yesterday's video because if that's the first video you stumble upon with mine and then you go make that, you're going to think, my God, this chick does not know how to prepare raw vegan food. What is she thinking? Anyhow, I'm going to go put a little disclaimer. Disclaimer, if you're watching this video, the next video is actually a good tasting pizza. This one sucked big time. It's all good. It's all good. Stay with me. Stay with me. I promise. I promise. I promise. I will get you the good tasting recipes. Sometimes you got to go through the trial and error process. I'm not even kidding you. And you cannot do one recipe and then go, well, that sucks. That didn't work out well. And same thing with Tanny's recipes. I love Tanny's recipes, but I don't like how they taste. Does that sound bad? I love your recipes, girl, but I don't like how they taste. No, I've learned so much from Tanny about the process of this whole raw vegan, low fat, raw vegan thing. But so many of the recipes, I need to do it like 2 or 3 times because it just doesn't suit my palate. I like food that has a little bit more flavor and a little bit more robustness to it, I guess you would call it. I'm from Trinidad. I's a Trini. I come from a place where our food is well seasoned and delicious. And speaking of which, I should probably put some pimento peppers in here, which is a Trinidadian type of pepper. Should I do some? Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some from the freezer downstairs. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'll be right back. Okay, so these are pimentos. These are a Trinidadian type of pepper. And usually I like them when they're red as well, but they come in all different levels of ripeness. And they're not spicy, but they have a very strong flavor. So they're not spicy, but they're very flavorful. Let's get these lightly sliced, and I go right through and I use the seeds as well. So like I said, they're not hot at all, but they have a very unique, very Trinidad. This is one of the flavors, I guess you would say, of Trinidadian cooking. It's the pimento peppers. Jel says, oh my gosh, Jel. Hold on. Jel says, my stomach is beginning to gurgle from the grape juice. I know it does that. It does that. I call it, I'd say it's like a scene out of the movie Alien. Kelly says, I need savory food. I can't eat bland food. Yeah, me neither. I cannot tell you how many things I've made that I've just sadly thrown away. I know, girlfriend. Karen, if you make this pizza, this is guaranteed. I'm just saying it. If you don't like this pizza, then I got nothing. I got nothing. Seriously, this is some of the best stuff. You heard Kaya. Were you here? Were you here, Karen, when my daughter Kaya was here tasting this? Like, she was like blown away. She's like, oh my God, Mom, this is like just like when you used to make your pizza from scratch. Exactly the same. And I'm like, I know, it's like, it's legit crazy. I cannot believe. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for the download on doing this buckwheat situation. Why are these seeds in this one brown? I don't like that. I'm just going to go in and take out the seeds from this pepper because I don't want, that'll be the thing that makes the whole damn thing taste off. And then I'll be pissed after all this chopping. I'll tell you. I find one of the biggest time-consuming things about raw vegan cooking is the chopping. Oh my God, the chopping of the stuff. And yeah, you can use your blender. You can use your Vitamix blender to wet chop your ingredients, but that is better if you're looking to get it really finely chopped. And for this, I want a bit more texture. I don't want things super fine when it comes to the chopping. So I'm just going to get rid of those darker seeds because it's like, what is up with that? And my fingers are cold. Woo! My fingers are so cold. Gel says, I think I would enjoy that pizza crust with salad fixings on top, a leafy green salad pizza. Yes. Oh my God, that would be so good. So I'm just going to continue chopping these pimento peppers. And then I think the onion. Right. I saved that for last. I'm going to chop a red onion. And I'm going to put that in here as well. Oh, my fingers are so cold. So cold. Kelly says, Gel, me too. I had a liter within an hour. I'm on my second liter now. You're a rock star on the grape juice. I'm drinking the Heal All tea. Will open my second bottle in a minute or two. You guys are so amazing. Look at our students rocking out their juice feast. Me too, Burns. My parents are Jamaican. We like our food seasoned. Yes, girl. Get those seasonings up in there. You want your mouth to be having a party. You don't want any of this chinksy kind of seasoning thing that these North Americans is having their food. No, man. We like our food seasoned up. Yes. Oh my God. Foodie Nation. If you want to learn how to cook some beautiful, if you're into cooking food, a really good channel is Foodie Nation. It's a Trinidadian, a pair of friends. They're not in a romantic relationship. I'm just going to give this a little cross chop. Anyhow, you can still pick up and still learn. I have done a Pelori ball cracker flatbread with using the seasonings and the technique a little bit and some of the ingredients from so you can transform some of your traditional cultural flavors and dishes into raw vegan. I know Sehar, if you're still on Sehar, I don't know, you probably went to pick up the kids from school, but she's Pakistani. I have a couple of Pakistani clients, families, and they're using all of the beautiful flavors and seasonings and dishes and just converting them into raw vegan, which is amazing. I'm like, oh my God, that is the way to do it. That is the way to do this. So we've got a whole big bowl. Look at all of that. So in this bowl, just to recap, we've got one red pepper, an orange pepper, a yellow pepper, and a green pepper chopped up. We've got a container of cherry tomatoes sliced in half. We've got a package of mushrooms sliced in half, and we are actually using a combination of white mushrooms and baby portobello mushrooms. We've got a whole pineapple chopped up. We've got a jalapeno finely minced. We've got 4 or was it 5 Trinidadian seasoning peppers called pimento peppers. We've got half of a bag or half of a cup of sun-dried tomatoes roughly chopped. And I think that's it. So now I'm going to get into the onions, and I love raw red onions on pretty much everything. This is so good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go right on in here, and I'm going to chop this up, and that's going to be the last thing that I'm going to add. And I'm just going to stir this up. That's it. Nothing else is going in there for the marinade. That's all that you need. And we're just going to stir it up and leave it in the fridge, preferably if you can. Leave it in the fridge overnight. And then the next day, what I did was the next day let me just go like this. The next day I put it in the dehydrator for, I want to say 2 or 3 hours, maybe 4. I can't remember, until it all most of the water evaporates from it. And you're going to put the juice into there as well, onto the dehydrator sheet, the juice that it is marinating in. And when most of that juice has left the building, left the sheet, being dehydrated, then you take it out, and that's when you add it to your pizza, and then you pop the pizza back into the dehydrator to kind of get all nice and umami, I like to say, all, melded together and all beautiful. So that is such an easy way to do it. Yes, this is taking a long time, but also because, I'm stopping to talk and to, but it's so worth it. Look at the size of this bowl. Like, we got it going on, guys. We got it going on. And you know what? Yeah, sometimes things take a little bit longer, but it's so worth it when you know that you're feeding your family beautiful food. How about the food processor for quick chop? Yeah, I don't like the food processor either. Honestly, I like the rhythm of chopping and doing the food prep. And maybe I just need a better food processor. I don't know, but I don't like how my food processor chops things. I find it, I like things, especially for the toppings for a pizza, I like it to be in a cube. Now, I did see a really cool food processor that completely cubes, and there are different choppers. Actually, Lissa on Raw Food Romance has an automatic chopper kind of thing that she just puts stuff in. Eyes. She just puts the vegetables in and snaps down the lid and it chops it. I might look into that. But for the purposes of right here and now, my hands and a knife will do the job just fine. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But a food processor would work. Nothing wrong with that. I, again, just like it to be a diced situation so that when I bite into that pizza, there's a little bit of, substance. It's like I'm not eating just finely food processed veggies for the topping. Oh my God, the onion. Okay, let's hear it. What are your ways to avoid onion tears? Do you use the goggle method? Do you use the no breathing through your nose method? Do you cut it in a certain way? I have yet to find a way that that works so that I'm not crying over my onions. Yeah, so a food processor would definitely work, but clearly, we'll also do it this away. This away works too. And I'm actually thinking that the one onion might actually do it, but there is a lot in there. So maybe what I'm going to do is I'll chop the other one too. You can never have too many red onions as far as I'm concerned. I love red onions. Love, love, love red onion. And this one has a little bit of the outer leaves were a little bit on the soft side. So let me just go rinse that under the sink. Yes. How are you guys doing out there? Are you still with me? Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. You guys just love this. I love it. I love that you're still here. Huge shout out for everybody who has been hanging on and checking this out and just chilling out with me. I love you guys. I love that you are here. How is your day going? Are you enjoying this beautiful day? November the 12th. Oh my goodness. Where are the days going? I cannot believe that it is Thursday already. And I'm just having so much fun in here in this raw vegan kitchen of mine. I have missed the kitchen, have not been in here for 21 days since we started our juicy detox. Are you guys enjoying it? Are you guys enjoying the Real Juicy Detox kitchen? I'm so glad if you are. So yes, the food prep is going to take a little while, but it's so worth it. And listen, I got veggie toppings here for easily 4 pizzas. Easily 4 pizzas. Totally loving it. I'm done with this chopping board. Yay! Yay! I cannot wait for Dali to get home to taste that pizza that is in the dehydrator. I'm going to go bring out the, I'm going to go take out and show you guys the 2 pizza doughs that I put in there earlier. I hope I haven't overcooked them, but that's okay. Because either way, maybe one is going to be a crispy crust. So let me just move my camera a bit, or actually let me just get a spoon. Nothing else is going in here, and we're just going to carefully mix it. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh, I can smell the jalapenos. I could smell the pimento peppers, the onion, the pineapple. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at this. You can this is like the ultimate salsa. All right? This is the ultimate salsa for your pizza. Look at this. Wow. One thing that I did put in the other one was some garlic, and I'm going to leave that out just because I don't feel like fighting up with that garlic right now. But all I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this, and what's going to happen, actually, I'm going to put a little bit of salt in there. And remember, I just started back using salt a little bit, but what the salt is going to do is that it's going to draw out the liquid out of the vegetables, especially the mushrooms. It's going to really draw that out and help it in this raw cooking situation that we got going on here, where it's going to sort of cook in all of that pineapple juice as well, that acid. Yay! Guys, I'm so happy to have this pizza dough recipe on lockdown because, you know, that was one recipe that's been really eluding me. And I needed to go through the bad recipe yesterday. I'm sorry if you made that. Don't make it unless you really love cauliflower. Listen, I know a lot of people that love cauliflower. I don't love cauliflower. And maybe the problem is that I did not know how to season it right. Maybe if I got another cauliflower in the fridge. I'm gonna maybe try some other format for fixing that cauliflower recipe, because maybe I can make it good. I don't know. But, you know, I don't know. I'm really not for pushing it on certain recipes. If I try something and I really don't like it, I'm willing to cut my losses. I don't like cauliflower. But if anybody out there has a really good recipe that you have used, that you love, please let me know what it is, so that I can share it with the community, because I have yet to find one that I like. Cannot find it. So there you have it. That is heaven in a bowl. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Oh, the smell, the aroma just jumps out at you. Mm-hmm. And every few hours, as it's sitting in the fridge, you can come back and give it a little mix from the bottom, get all of that beautiful flavor to come together, to marry up, and to really marinate beautifully. And that is all she wrote. I don't have do I have a lid for this bowl? This was actually the salad spinner bowl, but I'm just going to cover it with some foil, and I will do that afterwards. But I do want to bring out those 2 pizza doughs that we've got in the dehydrator. Oh my God, that pineapple is so sweet. Holy moly. Okay, gosh, what great comments. Okay, let me see here. Michael, hey Michael Burns, besides pizza, what else do you use your dehydrator for? I make it a wicked burger, a veggie burger without beans, because most veggie burgers are like loaded with beans. I do all kinds of flatbreads and crackers. I do, what else do I do, guys? I do mainly wraps and burgers. Wraps and burgers. I've done vegan pepperoni, raw vegan pepperoni. So you can really, I mean, go crazy. No kidding, Michael. I have no idea what I'm going to do with that dehydrator. Well, you're in the right place, Kelly, because you're going to start with some pizza. Let me go get that dough. Hang on. I make cookies in the dehydrator too. Look at these chocolate cookies. Oh my God. So many things you can do in the dehydrator. But here are the pizza crusts that we just made earlier in today's class. And these are perfect, beautiful. They smell amazing. Look at that. A perfect option for your raw vegan pizza, like really, really good. Almost a flakiness to this dough, but look at that. Totally, totally beautiful. Ready for some toppings, ready to go in the freezer. I'm going to whip up a huge batch of these so that, or even maybe not even, because you can see how quick and easy this was. They're ready literally in a couple of hours to get your toppings going on it. Something your family can look forward to. You make this as an after school snack. The kids come home from school and they're dying for something, you know, it's comfort food, Friday night, pizza night. I mean, come on, it does not get any better than that. Let me bring out the pizza that we already cut into a minute ago with Kaya, or a little while ago. I'm going to bring that to you and show that to you. 1 second. Oh my God, look at this. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I am not even kidding you. I am not kidding you. It's so good. I gotta wipe down my mouse is all got juice and all kinds of pineapple on it. Hold on. Kelly says, I like to keep my fingers so that way it doesn't work for me. I honestly have cognitive issues. You're hilarious. My husband chops for me. My daughter juices for me. Together we make it work. Oh my God, they're so amazing. Has anyone seen health improvements since being on the detox, even small ones? Oh my God, Gel, so many improvements. Let's see if anybody responded to that. Hold on. Amy and Kelly, did you buy the silicone mats? Yeah, the silicone mats are really, really helpful. Kelly says, I do gel. My kidneys are filtering way better. I've been juicing for 11 months, but I've also been eating cooked foods. Lamb is my downfall. Since finding burns, I'm learning the right way. Aw, that is so awesome, Kelly. No, I didn't know I needed them. So you can use parchment paper, but I would recommend getting some silicone sheets, which I will also try to remember to put in my Amazon store. Yes, you can use parchment. Absolutely. The old forks said run water. Yes. Oh, the old folks said run water while chopping the onion and your eyes will not burn. That is very cool. I have never heard that one. So this is the pizza. This is the dough and the crust that we made today. What am I looking for? I do just want to show you guys, this is a really beautiful option. There's even a little bit of crunch to it, but yeah, look at that. Beautiful pizza dough. I'm going to take a bite. Let's try it. Oh my God, that is like that's the perfect alternative to regular pizza, you guys. Raw vegan, it's perfect. The cheese on top is creamy. It really works. I'm really shocked. I'm really, really shocked. It's not one of those things like when you eat a cauliflower pizza crust, it's like, oh, okay, that's not really a pizza crust. This really tastes like a pizza crust. Wow, I'm very happy with that. So there you have it. There we have it. Pizza, raw vegan, live, perfect, still detoxing, maybe a little bit slowing down on the detox with the nuts, but still in detox mode. So do not be afraid of food. Know that you can make beautiful food for your family that they're going to love and that they're going to thrive on and not have their health compromised, because we're in it for the long game. We're in it for the long haul. And this is a great way to enjoy your food guilt-free and know that you will always be healing your body while you're eating your food. All right, guys, this has been so much fun. I have a huge kitchen mess to clean up. Actually, it's not that bad. And I cannot wait to come on tonight at 8 o'clock or maybe a little bit before. So set your notification bell and your notifications on your phone to see that, because Dali will be here and he is going to be enjoying some of this raw vegan pizza. And we'll see what he has to say. In fact, I might top this one with some of this new mixture, pop it in the oven and see the difference between the fresh toppings, and they'll be a bit crunchier, versus the marinated toppings that are on this pizza. So until then, I love you guys so much. And thank you so much for hanging out with me in the kitchen. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. Mwah. We'll see you soon. Okay.